like the happiest time at that show. I think I can't remember if Lauren had just come back. There was a period, I think New York
Yeah.
Magazine might have written about. It was like a period in which it just, I guess people didn't feel like it was really humming.
Right.
But I had a lot of good memories from that
You
experience.
mean
because
you hosted when it wasn't humming? It was sort
when
of
it
that was
wasn't
weird.
humming, yeah. I don't know how people would how they would how they would describe it, but that was kind of what I gleaned, is that it was the lesser happy time. But I will say it was Adam Sandler and Chris Farley and
Oh.
Norm Macdonald and Janine Garofalo and I think Sarah Silverman maybe, and REM was the musical host, and I really loved working with them. But I don't know. I don't think of it as unhappy or bad. It was just, and I think I've been asked since, and I never was able to do it because of timing. I was either shooting and couldn't get out enough. They require you there for the week.
Yeah.
But I love that. I love that show. I love it. That 50th anniversary, I thought, was one of the most perfect pieces of entertainment I've almost ever seen.
Yeah, you went with your husband.
I did,
And
yes.
because Matthew's hosted Saturday Night Live a couple of times.
I think he's hosted a couple times, yeah. Yeah.
You probably won't admit this, but when you're in a relationship so long with someone who is in the business.
Yeah.
We'll take a theoretical, like you guys go to the Polo Bar or something.
Yeah.
Do you kind of internally gauge to see who is made more of a fuss out of? Like, I knew you would laugh, but I do. I mean, I don't even like hanging around with. Yeah, like Jimmy Kimmel's a very good friend of mine. And we went to Italy together and stuff.
Really?
And when he would, yeah, like we went for a week, and sometimes we'd be walking around, and like people would come up to him, and I go, "Oh my God, no one is coming up to me. I'm embarrassed in front of my wife." And like no one's making a fuss about me. And then all of a sudden, some fans would come up, like in Italy, and like some tourists, and he'd come up, "Hey Howard, I watch you," and he's ignoring Jimmy. And I'm like, thank God.
No, we
I
don't.
really
we
mean
don't keep
this.
score. We definitely not.
I'm
No.
not talking about. I mean, sometimes in the deepest dark of your mind, you never go. Thank God more people are making a fuss about me than Matthew. And is it hard for Matthew? When you're in the height of something, listen, Matthew's a big star. He's done a lot.
I don't.
It's got nothing to be.
I don't think. I definitely don't. I definitely don't pay attention to, who's getting more attention. And
Really?
I really don't. In fact, if anything, I would say that. I'm sorry, I'm fussing with this. Sorry.
The headphone thing?
Yeah, I got it all sorted out now.
That's all right.
If anything, I think I feel like if somebody does come up to me, I wonder or worry, depending on the circumstance, like, is this imposing on our time in a way that is an irritant? Like, I'm more sensitive to that than I am to who's being stopped or recognized.
Well, have you ever been like in a situation where, like, okay, you're at this theoretical restaurant and a couple of fans come up and everyone asks for your autograph and then they don't ask for Matthew's? And you're like, oh, fuck, I just wish
people
they'd
ask for autographs, Howard. No one asks for autographs
all right,
anymore. They ask for selfies.
Selfie. Oh, don't you hate that?
Yes, so here's what I've been trying to do. This is something I'm really working on because I was just at the airport on Friday and I was at LaGuardia and we got there very, very early. And my brother and I went to get food for everybody. And a woman came up to me and she didn't say hello. She just said, "Can I take your picture?" And I said, "We didn't even meet.
Right.
You didn't introduce yourself. What's your name?" She said, "Oh," and I said, "And I'm just going to share when you tell me your name, I'm going to tell you no, but we're going to have a conversation. And I guarantee you it's going to be so much more meaningful than a picture that you took and ran away and it's going to be lost."
So exhausting.
So I said, "But I have to get food for my family first, Julie. And she said, "I'm over there with a bunch of Minnesotans." And I said, "Okay, I will be back." My brother and I got food. And then we came back and we talked to everybody at the table.
Oh my God.
From this Minnesotan crew that were just traveling from somewhere in Central Jersey for a training session. They were all in finance or
But how horrible. It's like you're a school teacher teaching everyone how to behave. I mean, it's like,
here's the thing.
it's fucking annoying, yeah.
I kind of prefer it to somebody walking up to me with the camera already ready, asking as they're clicking. I always am like startled by it. And I tell you, I much prefer to have a conversation, for someone to come up to me and say, maybe this isn't your best time. My name is Veronica and I'm just here and I'm excited to see you. Would you have a moment to take a picture? And what I'll say is, oh my God, Veronica, where are you from? What are you doing here? What's your dream? Well,
Wow.
you're working in this or you're doing that? Oh my gosh, thank you. I can't take a picture right now because I'm with my family. And I told them I would be a mom this week. But I love meeting you. I hope you have a great time. Oh, go to this restaurant. And then we're going to have a thing. And if I
Yeah,
ran
but
into
you're
her
working
again,
so hard. You're working so hard to be
I don't
nice
know why
to
I
these.
prefer it to a picture.
I'm
Am
so
I mad?
fucking.
Is that crazy?
Yes. No, you're not crazy at all. For me, it's a different issue. You're good looking. My issue is I say to people point blank, I go, listen, genius, I'd love to take a picture with you if I was George Clooney. I look like shit, and I don't need another bad picture of me running around because I see these pictures everywhere, and I look like a monster. And I don't want you running around with my picture, and I'm honest about it, but it's exhausting.
You know what I used to say?
What did you used to say?
Well, a couple different things. One of them, I did this for a really, really, really long time, and it worked forever. One of them, one thing I used to say was, I can't because of and I'd go like this, because of the government.
Right.
And
the
it
government.
really confused people. They were so confused. And I want
So
to
you
say
made yourself
this
to be
is
loony.
this is few
Yeah.
different administrations. So it wasn't political. Now,
Right.
another one that I learned that Matthew told me he heard from, I can't remember, a big star told him that they would say, someone would ask for a picture and he would say, they won't.
Oh.
And
like, but yeah, like that's just
they
absurd.
won't, they can't, something like that. And so I tried that. And I'm going to tell you this really quickly because you're probably running out of time and want to be rid of me. But my
No.
husband and I had just landed in Stockholm and we were so excited. And the kids were old enough. And we said, see that bridge? We're going to walk over the bridge. Are you guys okay here from it? We're just going to walk into old Stockholm. And we walked across the bridge and I was like, look at this. Look at, no one's got their phones out. It's old and it's all elegance. It's all, good evening, good afternoon. No one's here. And we walked past a restaurant and I saw a thing in my peripheral and I was like, I know that movement. I could feel that movement. And sure enough, this woman comes running after us. She says, Sarah. It's a New Yorker. Can I can I take a picture with you? And I said, they won't. And she goes, who's they?
Yeah, she had to question you.
Who's they? And I can't tell you, tears were streaming. I was laughing so hard because for so long it had worked. They won't. But now I
Doesn't
just
work, yeah.
try to
And now you're
have a conversation. Now I'm just in a dialogue.
My wife was fascinated by this. I do want to get to this. So she tells me about you that you have saved and archived every single outfit that you've worn, certainly during Sex and the City, and maybe even in some films.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got these clothes somewhere where they're completely stored and maintained and all of this.
Temperature
And
controlled.
and in full candor, I said to my wife, well, why the fuck would somebody do that? And she goes, are you kidding? She goes, I do anything to see those outfits and touch them. My wife loves clothes and all this stuff. I said, really? So you're telling me that this was genius, that Sarah saved every single outfit from Sex and the City? She goes, oh yeah, it's
That's
a big
nice.
deal. Yeah. What was going on here, and what do you spend in a month in storage on this stuff? Is it
So I'll tell you very quickly that when I was a much younger actor, and I've had an attorney now for, 37 years, and one of the things he said to me when he first started negotiating contracts with me, no perks, no this, no that. I didn't need candles and flowers in my dressing room, or the M&Ms this color and that color.
brown M&Ms?
He just said, just have it in your contract that you keep every single thing you wear. Have it in your
Wow.
contract across the board. And some studios balk at that, and it's a real negotiation. And some of the older studios really want to have it for their archive, and they make a really good argument. But so when it came time to do Sex and the City, it was in my contract, and I have every single thing. And I don't have the stuff that was borrowed from design houses or that was maybe borrowed from a vintage consignment place. And oftentimes, if we borrowed from a designer, they would say at that point, "Oh, just keep it. It's better for you to have it as part of the piece of this episode." And so I have it all. And I
What are
think
you going
it's
to do with it?
that's a really good question. Well, we use it every year on the show. We keep bringing it back, and we did on the show originally. So you'll keep changing the closet. You wear some of it again, some stuff from 10 years, 15 years ago, and it's really nice for the audience. They like to see those pieces. Sometimes it's just hanging for no good reason over a door, a dress from season 4 of Sex and the City. So it has a role to play as well that's really important. Like all of it's pulled out at the top of every single season by the set designers and set deck and Molly and Danny and me and Michael Patrick. I don't know how much it costs, but my guess is that it's probably worth it because it's valuable. It's been really helpful. And also we loan it out, and I don't know what its
Really?
life will be beyond me. But it's been really wonderful to have it. And, designers will call on pieces and say, can we borrow that for this? We need it for this reason, vis-a-vis some kind of story they're doing, I don't know, on their history. So it's great to have.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
All the shoes,
That
all
was
the
smart.
bags, all the jewelry.
I know. I should have saved that Fartman costume from my movie.
You don't
I was
have it?
stupid. No, I saw somebody was selling it, and I was like,
What?
"Oh yeah, I should have gotten my Fartman costume." You absolutely,
Wow.
absolutely. If you would talk to me once in a while, I would have known that.
I'm surprised that no one forced it upon you when you left.
No, somebody actually wanted it. My big ass. Oy. Oh man, that hat you wear in the first episode, that crazy hat when you're walking through. I think you're walking through Central Park or something.
Yeah, we're walking through Washington Square Park. Yeah.
I said, that's like what you wear in a pizza shop or something, like a big giant hat. And I went, you know what? Here's the crazy thing about fashion. Sarah's wearing that, and I think that's a crazy fucking thing. And then I'm watching you, and I go, you know what? Every woman's going to be wearing that in a year. You'll see.
Well,
It's the way it goes. That's fashion.
that's an amazing milliner from Berlin. And I saw that hat, and I was like, I was bound and determined to find some way to wear it. I just was like, of course
You
she
did
would.
it.
It's so ridiculous and whimsical and beautiful. If you could see it in person, I think you would be as seduced. It's so beautifully made. And
Yeah.
it weighed nothing. It weighed nothing.
By the end of the episode, I loved it. I was like, you know what? I
We
might buy one
beat
of
you
those
down.
hats.
We've worn you
beat me
down. Your eyes have
No.
adapted to absurdity.
No, I love your show. I do. I really
you,
do.
Howard.
And you're the best.
Thank you.
Sarah
So
Jessica
happy to see
Parker.
you.
I'm
Please
happy
send
to
love
see
to
you
Beth.
too. I will. And Sarah is in a TV show called And Just Like That. And
Have you heard
let's
of
face it, if you haven't heard of it, where you been? And by the way, here's a little known fact before you leave. And I'm fascinated by this too. You're a fascinating woman. A lot of things in your life are fascinating, but Sarah reads, on average, 2 books a day.
A day?
Now-
Right
A day.
now, I am for the Booker.
Right. She's part of like a book contest or something where it's like beyond even what Oprah does, if you know what I mean. Like Oprah's got the once a month she reads a book. Sarah reads 2 books a day. Do you speed read? What is going? How do you?
So
first
this
of all,
is a
you're a
very-
mother. You're a wife. You're an actress. You got a series. How do you carve out 2 books? Are these thin books? What
so
are these
no,
books?
no. One I'm reading now is 600 pages. This is a finite period of time. For any of your listeners, some might know there's a literary award that some might argue is the most important literary award in the world. It's called the Booker. It used to be called the
Okay.
Booker Man Award, and it's out of the UK. And there are 5 judges. There's a chairman and 4 judges, and you spend from late December until they announce the winner reading books. And we will probably read, and the numbers have fluctuated. So I've said anywhere from 200 books to 170, and now it looks like it's going to be closer to about 150 plus. We started reading December 23rd. We'll owe the long list. We come together as a group and we deliberate in London. The long list will be out in August. From that long list, we create the short list That's announced, I believe, in September, and the winner is announced in November. So I'm only reading 2 books a day because of this particular volume of books that we have to read in order to come and deliberate as a group once a month.
I am fascinated by this. First of all, if there was a version of hell for me, this would be it. Like this would where they'd send me for being bad. 2 books a day. The one you're reading now is 6. Now, what do you do if you're the judge, which is a great honor?
Yes, it is. Greatest honor of my life.
But if you're the judge, and let's say the book you're reading now, this 600-page opus, let's say you get 100 pages in, you go, this is shit. I'm wasting my life. You mean you as a judge will sit there and read all 600 pages, to be fair? So
I think there is different approaches to this work. Some people get to the point, once you've established at the first deliberation, what is the standard, the gold standard, things are typically weighed against what you feel is the best. So it's very possible you won't finish books because they're not meeting the 4 and 3 months standards that you've created of the previous 80 or 90 or 100 books. So it becomes more clear the more you read what's holding up, what's pushing other books out of the way, what's not going to have the competitive edge. So not everybody will finish every single book, because if you get to page 60 or 80 and it's not meeting criteria, it's very possible you'll put it down in favor of starting another book in hopes of that being perhaps more promising. But I never open a book without, I'm all hope, every single book. And I have to say, as hard as it is and as challenging, it is honestly, Howard, this is privilege of a lifetime. I have been following the Booker Award for so long. I never imagined being asked to judge. So I am taking it seriously, because I will never do it again. No one could do this twice. You give up a year of your life.
Oh my God. Do you realize
Yes, Robin, it's all fiction, and it all is the Booker, the International Booker was just announced a couple weeks ago, or more or less, and that's translations. This is all written in English, all in North America, UK, so that can be any book from our country.
I got a lot of questions.
Okay.
I
have a book with me today. In the green room.
Do you realize the power you have? Do publishers ever try to contact you? Not, seriously, have they? Because they have.
I get books all the time from publishers. It's a thrill.
Yeah, but this contest is a big deal. If a book becomes the book,
right.
This is and there's only 5 of you who are reading.
Correct. So there is a process by which this happens that is a well-established routine between the publishers and the Booker Committee and the Booker administration. So each publisher is allowed to submit one book. Now, if you've been on the long list, you get 2 books. If you've been on the short list or won the Booker, you get 3. But each publisher is capped at 3 books total, depending upon their exposure to these lists, right? Long, short, and winning. So there is no route to any of us that doesn't go through the Booker Committee. So I can get books all day long from publishers unsolicited, but those are not the books that I'm reading for the Booker. They might overlap.
Do you take your responsibilities so seriously that, let's face it, you could wake up on the wrong side of the bed. You could have an argument with your husband. You could have an argument with the kid. You really have a great responsibility here to the authors.
Yes.
You worry, who knows? You're reading a book today, maybe you're aggravated and the book just rubs you the wrong way.
You know what's interesting about that is that the book kind of removes all of the peripheral stuff. It's such a focused, it's different than any reading I've ever done. It's so hard to get this book in the hands of people who are going to have an opinion about it. You have to give every single book your undivided attention. And the minute you understand the task, it's really, that part is
daunting.
Easy. The whole thing is daunting, especially theoretic. The whole thing is almost overwhelming to the degree that I felt like I can't possibly do this. I don't know how to do right by all this work.
How did they know about you? In other words, I would assume most of the people who read these books are either college professor types or literary
and publishers. And
are you the first big celebrity to be one of the Bookers, to sit there and read these books?
I don't think so. I think there have been other actors. I can't say for sure, but with me on the committee are writers and Booker long-listed writers and Booker winners.
Do you get in
and
touch with the other book readers? Do you guys have any discussion amongst you, or is it all done individually?
It's done individually. We're all separated. We meet once a month. Sometimes there's overlap on emails. We met in London originally in February for our first meeting. Our last two have been on, our other monthlies have been on Zoom. We'll be back together in July for the long list. We talk, we send emails,
Jeez.
but they're usually, I don't know, I guess there's been actors. I think the way they found out about me is that I follow them on Instagram, and I'm always waiting for the long list, and have been forever for both the international and as well the Booker. So I'm always waiting to see what books are going to make it to the long list, because usually I've read a lot of them or I want to, and then I follow along. So I was always commenting on their Instagram and
What is your IQ? Have you ever had your IQ tested?
No, I'm sure I test very low. I'm sure my IQ is very not impressive. That would be my guess.
I bet you it is. I bet it's
tested
impressive.
very poorly in school. Very poorly.
Did you take the SATs, or you didn't even bother with that because you were already acting?
I only took the PSATs, and then after that I kind of was absent from school. But my guess is I think I did really poorly on my PSATs. I think I did very poorly. I'm very nervous taking tests. I feel like I'm going to vomit the whole time, and I forget everything that I ever knew. I would test as if I'd never been really exposed to classroom or learning. I'm sure big disappointment for my parents.
No, I mean, that would just seem like you're doing all this reading.
Did you test well?
I tested on the idiot level. I think they saw me as dull. I think that was the classification. Dull.
Idiot.
Yeah, I mean.
I was in remedial math, too. I was put in remedial math with all the football players. It was incredibly embarrassing. But
you might be worse than me. I mean, I did manage to get 100. I did get 100 on the algebra region, so maybe I'm not that bad. That was my big claim to fame. Wait a second. So so most of your day, if I was married to you, you'd be like, listen, Howard, we're not having sex today. I have to read. This is like I rarely get a hold of you.
Everybody in my house knows about it. They said they walk by and they hear a funny sound where I'm reading, and it's my finger on the page moving.
Do you ever listen to books? I've been doing a lot of that lately. I can't
do it for that. For this job, I can't.
For this job.
I listened to Barbra Streisand on...
What'd you think of that book?
That was amazing.
I love that book.
That was incredible. It was the only audiobook I've ever heard in my life. It's the only one I now ever want to hear in my life. I think that
fantastic.
Book was... Your interview with her was great. I
don't know if we talked
about that. Before I go, I want to just ask you two things. The first is, the rumor is here that you have moved on from painting to the guitar, which is, I see guitars behind you. Are those the ones that you're working on mastering?
Yes, I am no longer painting. I don't paint at all. I love playing the guitar. Wow. I suck. I'm terrible, but I want to learn the language. I want to learn the language. Yeah, I love it.
That's my first question is, what happened? Why? That was my first question. I can't remember. Tell me what happened.
It just dawned on me all of a sudden that, oh my God, I have all these guitars and I'm fascinated by musicians. I read mostly books about musicians.
Yeah.
And their life story.
Right.
And I just finished Mike Campbell from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, fabulous book. And I said, I really would love to learn this language before I drop dead. I would like to be able to communicate like a musician.
Right.
But I don't have time to paint. Although I painted something the other day. But I don't have time to do both. Whatever free time I have, I grab the guitar.
And are you doing it with a teacher? Did you reach out and find the best possible? How did you find that person? Did you ask a million musicians? Who would you recommend?
My wife did. My wife, I said to my wife for months, maybe even a year, I wish I could learn to play the guitar. Aww. And she said to me, my birthday came, and she said, I got you a guitar lesson. I said, oh my, I went into a panic. Yeah. I was so intimidated. Yeah. Can you imagine?
It's scary learning something new at our age.
Humbling and scary.
Yeah.
And she got in touch with Billy Joel and more importantly, Billy Joel's wife. And they had a guy in their band who recommended his nephew to teach me, who is the greatest guy in the world.
How great.
And he's patient with me, and he walks in the first day and he says to me, here's a book, you're going to learn how to read music. I said, no, I'm not. how could I dots on a page? I can't do it. You'll do it.
Yep.
And a little bit every day.
Yep.
Now I can read music.
And how
And I
far
sit there.
along are you, and how often are you up? Do you have a standing date for the lessons?
We take a lesson maybe once, we do it together maybe 2 times a week,
That's great.
sometimes 3 if I'm off the radio.
Right.
And I try to learn as much as I can, but I'm a really beginner.
That's
You know
okay.
what I mean?
But
Yeah.
just the fact that you can say, like, I thought I couldn't learn to read music, and I learned to read music.
Yes.
It just shows you when you're interested and you're like you want to. So it's such a huge part, don't you think, of making it easier and better? Like you feel much more conversant than you ever thought you could. Right.
See, that's how I feel you are with the books, because if you're doing all this reading, like I have now, if I have 10 minutes free, I grab the guitar and
Yeah.
practice something.
That's what I do.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
What book are you reading now?
I can't say
Oh, why?
because it's one of the it's one of the books of the Booker. So I feel like I shouldn't say because but it's really
this,
good.
The author doesn't know he's been selected. Oh,
He, she, or they. No.
he, she, or they.
Can I ask you one more quick question? I know
Yeah.
I'm overstaying my welcome.
No,
But,
this is fun.
You could never do that.
Oh, thank you, Robin. See how you feel when I leave. How
I feel good.
were you? I was so upset and concerned when I heard the news about Billy Joel. Was it 10 days ago? And my mother, of all people, keeps telling me, no, I really think that according to the Times, however they chose to share that diagnosis, and it just really upset me. Like I was, and of all the crazy things, my husband was about to go see him in concert and asked me to go. And I was like, I will carve out time for my reading to be at that freaking concert last Wednesday, I believe. And I know you talked to him, and I just wanted to see how you were doing. And also if you could just communicate to him that he's really on my mind. Like it really has bothered me, and I really hope he's okay.
Well, first of all, and I've said this before, and I feel, listen, I'm certainly not Billy Joel's spokesperson.
No, I know you're not, but you're the closest
yeah.
I'm going to get.
Well, in all seriousness, I had dinner with him after this story came, or right when the story came out.
Okay.
And we had dinner, and he was like, oh, this is just so weird because people think I'm like dying or something. Billy is not dying.
Great.
We had a great dinner together.
Okay, good.
We email each other. He just emailed me a whole bunch of classical music to listen to.
Wow.
He turned me on to this woman who plays classical guitar. She's mind-blowing. I should mention her name. But I in the best way possible, I should stress that he is not in some dire situation.
Great.
He's just dealing with his health, and he's doing fine. He's okay. But again, I feel funny talking for him. But I know you're a huge fan.
I know you don't. I didn't mean for you to be indiscreet or share anything. I just, when you only know that, and it's put in such stark terms, and I'm sure the Times.
We went
was
out to dinner.
thoughtful. Perfect. I'm glad to know that because I really want to see him on stage again, like as often and as much as I can. So I'm glad to hear that he's doing well, and send him my warmest regards, please.
By the way, when we went out to dinner, I was thank God for this. Guy comes up to the table, and he asked for my autograph, and I was like, he didn't. But then I realized, once he realized it was Billy sitting at the table, then he was all over Billy. So, but it made me feel good because I'm like, I don't want to be sitting at this table in front of my wife and Billy's wife, and like just be ignored. It would just crush me. I'm really concerned what other people think. I really am. But anyway, listen.
That sounds healthy.
It's really a miserable life.
No, it's not. I just know that that's not. I don't know. That's not true. That's not.
Never go to dinner with me because I'll be sitting there the whole time watching you sign autographs, being miserable.
That's not true.
Yeah. If you go to dinner with me, wear a mask, okay?
Okay.
I mean,
bring
I've
a
had
pen
it
and
with
we'll
you.
get in that time machine where people ask for your autograph.
I've never gone out to dinner with you, but do me a favor. Let's
Wear a
skip it. I think
Let's
it'll be a
not,
miserable
right?
experience. Yeah, it'll be terrible. I just know you're so famous and you're on TV all the time. It'll be a disaster. Anyway, listen, what can we say? Sarah Jessica Parker, she's done it again. By the way, I'm going to mention, too, her love of books goes beyond this award that she's now a judge in, but she co-produced a documentary called The Librarians, that is about book banning.
Hmm.
There are no more librarians. I mean, libraries are, you must be heartbroken over libraries. You love it.
I know. I am. It's a topic for another day. But it's not a topic for another day. It's
Right.
it's acute and urgent right now. Everybody, do all you can to support your local libraries. Make sure you're in touch with your local elected officials who are making decisions about funding. We're having that problem in New York City, and on a larger scale, federal government cuts to the American Library Association. Obviously, what's happening in our libraries and naval bases, in our local schools, our local communities, it's a very serious concern, and we should all be paying attention because libraries are beacons in neighborhoods and communities for countless reasons that are invaluable, and the loss of them would be immeasurable.
And just because I haven't been in a library in 100 years doesn't mean we shouldn't have them.
Correct. Yeah.
Which is your real message.
Yeah.
Everything's about me. Listen, Sarah Jessica, what did we learn today? First of all, we learned you're delightful. Everyone knows
Thank
it.
you, Howard. Thank you.
You're delightful.
As are you. Thank you so much. As are you,
It's
Robin.
wild. We love your new show. You know we love it.
You. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I love it. In fact, sometimes I feel, who am I that I love it so much?
Makes you
I mean,
question yourself.
I mean, am I gonna buy a house next to you like Andy Cohen did and just live next to you and worship you? I don't know, but I love it. I love the outfits. I love the acting. I love the storylines. I love I loved Rosie O'Donnell as a lesbian,
Well, I
That
heard
was
she
the
was
best.
fantastic. She was so good in the table read.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
and she looks good.
Yeah.
She looks good.
She's
Rosie.
Irish now.
She's Irish.
She's Irish now.
She's Irish now. But I thought she was terrific. I was hoping she was going to become a regular character, but she did a one-off.
Yeah, it was one off. Leave him
And
on
tell Aiden, and tell your co-star for me,
Yes.
buy some lube. If you're that dry down there, don't spit in your hand. It was
This is
hideous.
how we're going to
You
end
know
things.
what?
Everybody-
I-
well,
I
it's
thought
full
that
circle.
Bring
was
it
a
full circle.
porn move. I thought that was a
Porn-
porn
yeah, it was
move.
like porn.
Did it.
Poor
Yeah.
Sarah.
I was like,
Yeah.
what is that?
Oh.
I
Food for
don't like
thought.
when people lick their hands and then they touch their private parts. I'm sorry, I don't do that.
Like, what is he doing?
Oh my God. Isn't
Talk
it
to me.
funny that
Weird acting
at
choice.
8 o'clock, 8 a.m., this is how our entire conversation started. And really, what is the most interesting thing for us to arrive back at is
Big makeout scene too in episode 3 between you and Aiden.
Really?
Let's face it. Well, yeah, quite a passionate kiss.
oh, that's nice.
You know?
Yeah.
And we also learned, summing up, Sarah's not really sure what instrument Kenny G plays, and neither am I.
No, it is a soprano sax. I
Oh,
looked it
thank
up.
Oh, it
you.
is?
Thank you,
Oh.
Robin.
Looked
Because
like a clarinet to me.
thank you. Because if I had been wrong, it wouldn't have been me wrong. It would have been the cannabis that was misleading. Correct?
That's
You never did, what do you call it? You never did acid?
Oh God, no.
No.
I'd be
And you never
so
did-
scared.
You never did Quaaludes
No.
back in the day?
No.
We would be having a whole different conversation.
Oh my
God
God.
knows what you'd be. Oh, man. You'd be talking about people licking their hands.
Oh, my.
And we also learned Sarah will not take a selfie with you, but she'll talk to you for a few hours, which is exhausting.
And listen, I'm always happy to be asked about the selfie. It's not that I'm so glib and ruined and cynical.
Right. No, we understand.
I just would prefer to say hello first.
And I prefer nobody bother me unless unless my wife's there and I want to show her that I'm famous. All right, listen, Sarah Jessica Parker, see her in the show And Just Like That on Max. They don't call it HBO anymore.
No, it's, I
Well,
think it's-
no, the name is coming back. HBO
Back.
Max. That's
Are
right.
you kidding me? This is more confusing than what Kenny G plays. Wow. I thought
just
that
keep
was
calling it HBO.
I'm telling you, that's a clarinet, and it's and I call it HBO too. I'm stuck in my ways. But you've done it again, Sarah. You're delightful, and that's what everyone's going to take away from this, and that's most important. And the next time you come in, we'll talk about your obsession with mahjong.
Oh, yes.
Really?
Jesus.
Yes, we will.
What is going on?
That's been
Maybe
like
you should
for
start.
well over a
Maybe you should
decade.
start getting high. Maybe it's time. And we also learned that you're about to hop on the subway to get back home. So,
No, you
good
guys
luck.
sent a car driver.
We did?
Yeah.
We've never done that before. Wow.
We must feel bad for you. We don't do that.
Could you keep quiet
Or
about
maybe
that?
HBO paid for it.
Maybe HBO. There's no way we paid for it.
Oh, okay.
we don't have that kind of budget. But
I
by
stand
the way, that's a
corrected.
nice watch you're wearing. What is that?
Oh, it's my husband's. I bought it for him. It was a Christmas gift. It's a fancy Cartier watch that I bought for him, but he lets me borrow it.
Oh, he's a lucky man. I'd love to see you wearing my watch. Fantastic.
You've got a woman who will wear your watch, I'm sure.
Is he the love of your life, your husband? Is he?
Yeah.
He's the guy.
Yeah.
He's the one.
Still?
Yeah. We're together
And by the way-
33 years now.
33
Wow.
years, and this is this is a woman who has dated some of the best looking men in America. So Matthew must be very, very proud of that fact.
Maybe.
Do you ever say to him when you're fighting? Do you ever say, I could have been with this one or that one? Do you ever say it?
No.
You know,
I'm too I'm too thrown. He's too good as his sword play is very
he's a good
throws you off your
arguer.
game. Throws you
Really?
off your game. Yeah, he's really wicked smart. So in our
Yeah.
disagreements, I feel not equipped to come up with one-liners. There's that thing called esprit d'escalier, and it means like the spirit of the staircase, like all the things you wish you could have said as you're
Right.
walking down the staircase after something. But typically, generally speaking, we get along really, really well.
Wow, remind me not to argue with him.
I really
I lose
it's-
every argument.
Is it good to work with him? Because sometimes you guys work together.
Yeah,
Was
we
that
not-
good
They worked
on
in London.
Broadway?
We
Yeah.
worked
Yeah.
on Broadway and in London together. And we'd never worked together, not really. We did How to Succeed, but it was short and we didn't do it to create it together. It was honestly one of the greatest experiences of my entire life. It was so,
He's good
we
to
were
act with.
so happy. Yeah, and we were alone together a lot because there's only two of us. The cast is small. There's 3 other actors, but they're not on stage for most of it. And we were living together in London and Boston, and it was an enormously happy, hard, but deeply satisfying time.
Your husband had an opportunity to work with you on Sex and the City. They offered him the role of the premature ejaculator,
Yes.
and he did not do it.
He wisely said no.
He wisely said no, but he would have been a terrific premature ejaculator because the man's a good actor, right? He would have been great.
Yeah, it was full court press. Like Michael called him himself. I remember those days of like that kind of flip phone, the StarTAC phone.
Yeah.
He really pleaded the case before the court, and Matthew was like, absolutely not. Wisely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look at some of those old episodes. You know, Bradley Cooper with his
Yeah.
first TV appearance was on Sex and the City.
Yes.
He played a like sort of a potential love interest of yours.
Yes.
John Bon Jovi
Yes.
was in Sex and the City with you.
Yes. Justin Theroux a couple times, different
Justin
parts.
Theroux, Matthew
Um,
McConaughey,
Yes. Forgot about
and
that.
Alanis. You made out with Alanis.
Vince Vaughn. Yeah.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Yes. I don't think I
Yes.
was in that scene, but yes.
No,
Yes.
but she was in Sex and the City. All right, listen, I'll let you get at it. This is a big day. What a time we've had. We really have gotten
Haven't
close.
we?
Yes.
Well, I'll
We
see
did
you
it
this
all.
summer.
And you want to know something? Andy Cohen is probably so jealous right now because I'm here with you.
And
Ignore him.
I can't stop by his show. Not today.
No, don't.
Oh.
No, there's no time. Good. Thank you. I'm so sick of Andy. Yeah, I'm friends with Sarah Jessica. Yeah, we go everywhere together. She's my friend. Oh, I've been in Sex and the City. I played a shoe salesman. Who cares? Good for you. Don't go to his show.
It's
You're
not
banned
it's
from
not
there.
purposeful that I'm not, but I'm not
No.
able today.
Yeah, of course you're not.
I'll be back later in the summer. To the
Yeah, maybe
Sirius,
I'll
the
run into
Sirius
you this
Tower in
summer.
Midtown. Yeah, I'll
I
run
into you once in a while. I run into you once in a while.
Yeah,
Yep. Yeah.
we'll
We
be
have a
running
good time.
into one another.
We had a good time last time we saw each other.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought so.
Yep. Yeah. We talked. I don't talk to anybody, so it was kind of fun. I felt like a human being.
And I talked
All
to
right.
Beth.
You talked to Beth. Thank you for that, by the way.
I love
Thrilled.
talking to Beth.
Everyone's thrilled to talk to you.
Oh,
They love it.
you're nice.
She didn't ask you for a picture. I know that. All right, listen. You've done it again. Got another great season ahead of you, and you're reading the books. You better go read right now.
I'm going to.
You're- Yeah.
I'm going to read the entire way downtown.
Oh, that's fantastic. I think it's great. I think it's great that you're reading.
Thank you.
If I was married to you, I would practice my guitar while you read on the couch.
Oh, that'd be so nice.
Yeah, I think it would be romantic.
Yes. Sometimes Matthew reads when I'm reading.
And you could listen to my metronome going beep, 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 beep. You have no idea, my poor wife. I go, honey, can you hear me playing the guitar? She goes, no, but I hear that fucking metronome. Sarah Jessica Parker. She's delighted everyone today. Everybody loves Sarah Jessica Parker. So great to be beloved. All right, Sarah, thanks.
Thank you.
And thank you for
Howard.
not going to Andy's show.
Thank
I
you so
appreciate that a
much.
lot. That really made my day. Thank you.
I did the show just so I could say that.
You know, by the way, I see you. Sometimes you're shooting a scene for your TV show, and there are people lined up on the street watching you. Hey, is that crazy? I mean, I saw like you were shooting outside of Tiffany's, and there was like thousands of people just congregating, watching you acting in front
It's
of
so
Tiffany's.
nice. I have to
It's
say,
nice?
it's really, it's always been kind of sentimental that happens. It's
You like it?
we love it. It's
All right.
so touching, and those are the people that have been watching all these years, and those
It's
are the
true.
people that will come up and say hello, and I will learn their names, and I look forward to that.
But it's also great that things are still being shot in New York. It
Yes,
seems like
yes,
Hollywood is moving to Europe or someplace.
elsewhere, yeah, but New York is
Yeah.
busy, and I think it's going to get busier in the fall. I hope so, but it's really nice to see this city active and have so many of our incredible union members have work. It's really fantastic.
And how did you feel about the live broadcast of Good Night and Good Luck on CNN?
I didn't get to see it. My husband was actually watching it. He was in between. He came home from work and was headed back. And I thought it looked amazing. I thought it was such a good idea.
Yeah.
And it looked, did you get to watch the
That
whole
was
thing?
George.
I did.
That was
I
George
watched the whole
Clooney's play.
thing.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Robin, you
George
watched
Clooney.
it? Was it
Yeah.
great?
Yeah, but-
It
My
was
wife goes-
amazing.
How great.
My wife said to me, "How come we didn't even go to the theater to see George Clooney's play?" I said, "I'm not doing that. I mean, I like the guy and everything. I think he's a terrific guy, and I'll go to a movie. But I don't know. I can't sit in those seats. I get nudgy, and I have to pee, and I don't
You've
know
got
where
long
to go. And
legs.
I have long legs. I have a problem.
You have long
Listen,
legs.
Sarah.
But you could have watched it on CNN.
I bet
this
you
No.
can
weekend.
stream it. I think you
Yeah.
would really like it. I think
You
would.
do?
Well, I think the story is really important.
It's
And
very
what I
pertinent.
saw-
Yeah.
Robin, I imagine, because I only saw a little bit, what I saw was great. Like,
I
Yeah.
need you in it with your outfits. I love it. I'm sorry. All right, listen, Sarah, you've done it again. Sarah Jessica Parker. See Sarah Jessica Parker in And Just Like That. It's a terrific show. Thanks, Sarah.
thanks, Howard. Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Robin.
Say hello to Andy for me. Okay.
I will on the phone.
All right. Thanks, Sarah. You're the best.
Thank you, Howard.
There she is. Delightful. Sarah Jessica Parker. And you got to love her. You got to love her. Everybody loves her.
Smile through the whole thing. She's delightful.
Damn right. Delightful. I'm the opposite of delightful. Whatever the opposite of delightful is, that's me.
You can be charming when you want to. Like you were charming the whole time she was here.
Absolutely. I'm a charming guy. Shannon, you're on the air in Michigan. Go ahead, Shannon.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Howard. First time, long time. Huge fan of Sarah Jessica Parker since Flight of the Navigator and Footloose, and huge fan of yours too. I honestly barely wanted to call in because I didn't want to miss any of the interview. Like, I did not want it to end. It was incredible. I was laughing along with you. I'm glad she's sticking it to Andy today. That's fantastic.
Absolutely.
Just pure excellence. I'm actually a journalism professor, and I tell all my students to listen to your interviews. You're the best of the best. There's no one like you. So thank you.
all
Just a
right.
huge thank you today. Yeah.
All
yeah.
right, Shannon.
Thank you.
There you go. Very nice.
Can you
Shannon.
believe she's reading all those books? That was amazing.
That would be such
To
torture.
go into
I meant to ask her,
hundreds of books.
does she get paid to be a judge for that
Well,
book
that
club?
came up for me. I was like, is that a paid gig? Because that's a lot of work.
Gary, run before she leaves the building. Ask her if she gets paid to read all those books, or is it just, out of the goodness of her heart? I hope they pay her something.
Or is it just an
Um,
honor to be asked? One of those things.
I don't want that on her. That'd be torture. Read 600 books or whatever the hell it is. Wow. I'm telling you, she's got a high intellect if she can read all those books.
Whack Packer, Jeff the Drunk, opening a package of taco shells.
I'm trying to poke a hole, right? Fucker! What the fuck? Ah! Motherfucker! There goes half of them, motherfuck face. Fuck it! Fuck it! Fuck it! Fuck it!
The Howard Stern Show.
JD found me a clip of burp yoga. Fairly good-looking woman gets on and does yoga where she belches out words.
Oh.
What was this, JD? Is this supposed to be a spoof or something? Or does she have like throat cancer? What was her deal? This woman who burps and does yoga. Her name is Nancy Pop.
Yeah.
Where'd you find this?
I found it on the internet. There's like this, ASMR, this type of like whispering videos. There's like all these different types of ASMR. So she does like, she specifies in burping videos. She does there's like a burping date video. There's a burping while in the office video. And so she did a burping yoga video.
I know. It's weird. Here's the woman burping doing yoga.
Namaste.
Kind of hot, right?
Cute.
Yeah. I know, it's disgusting, right?
Yeah.
Body really big. And we're just going to stretch our legs.
It's hard to take your workout seriously when this woman's doing this.
Don't forget to breathe. Always make sure to get
So
the other
stupid.
side.
It's talented.
Now into like
I'm trying to learn yoga from this woman. I can't understand a fucking thing she's saying.
is really important.
Yeah.
So relaxing. Now we stretch our legs.
Look at Fred
thought
over there.
those-
Fred is jerking off
Ah,
during
come
this.
on,
You
Fred.
are
What are
the
you doing?
pervert,
It is
man.
working
Yeah.
because I was going to say I thought these videos were supposed to be arousing.
Well,
Fred is getting
some
it.
people are. Fred came. Fred came on JD's leg.
All over, man. Good
Sorry
night.
about that. Send me to dry cleaning.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Why-
it's very talented. I can't burp like that and talk.
Good thing. You're enough of a turnoff.
God damn it,
Really.
I can't say a fucking thing. Always twist
No, I mean,
around
it's
back
like-
on me.
But women do not like belching. You know that.
Yes, I do.
It's terrible.
Howard Stern.
Let's go to the phones. Let's see here. Let's go to Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
Good morning, Howard. How are you?
Good.
I know. Howard, I appreciate you picking up on me, and thank you for your rant about ABC, especially the Bachelor in Paradise shit. It's
right.
hilarious that they put these old people on with the young people.
Oh, it's
I kept
horrible.
telling my wife, you wait. One of those young guys is going to fuck one of those old ladies. You wait and see. So I don't know if it's
Yeah.
happened or not, but because
It's
we're guys,
terrible.
we can't help ourselves.
ABC ruined that show. I don't know what they were thinking. Ugh,
I don't know
terrible.
what they're doing with the Bachelor franchise. They took them all off and they're revamping everything. I don't know what they're going to do.
When something, it's like the original Coca-Cola. Just keep it. If it works, keep it. You don't need to put old people. It's depressing. On The Bachelor in Paradise, there used to be young girls in bikinis, good-looking guys for the ladies, muscular. Now they loaded it up with old people. When I say old, people in their 60s dating. And it just ruins the whole vibe. It's just fucking not cute. And it ruins it particularly for me because I'm older than the old people on the show. And I can't even believe how horrible they look. Like no one would fuck them. So I'm pretty sure I'm in that category. Oh,
That's
it's a
awesome.
fucking drag. It's a fucking drag. ABC, shame on you. I mean, and then I was reading on The Bachelorette. The next Bachelorette has 3 kids. What's going on in this world?
What?
What's next? Yeah, the new Bachelorette's in hospice care. Coming
Well,
at
you
you.
know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that the demographic of people watching network television shows has changed. And
Yeah.
these older people want to see themselves on
No,
TV.
they don't.
Yes,
I'm an
they
older
do,
person.
Howard. You
No,
are
they don't.
unusual.
You are
You are
wrong.
unusual. And so
I wanna-
these old bags who are watching the show want to see some old guy trying to get dates with people like
No. I want to look at young, hot people and pretend I'm young and hot too. That's what I want. I want fantasy when I watch TV. I'm not looking for
I'm just
reality.
telling you what people are like. I know what you're like too.
And
but-
it's horribly embarrassing when I'm watching with my wife and I'm like, oh my God, look at those two old fucks. I mean, who the hell's going to want to fuck them? I mean, they're a mess. And then like 2 minutes later, they go, yes. And the woman, they go, she's 63 years old. And I go, oh my God, I wonder what my wife's thinking. You know, she's thinking, wow. Somehow it's going to end up with me not getting laid. You know what I mean? I love seeing young people in bikinis and commenting, you know, oh, look at her in a bikini. She should lose 5 pounds. You know, that's what I watch it for. And I like to see their dumb love affairs and I love
the
sitting
stupid
there.
fights with the other girls.
Oh, and I put the guys down during the, you know, in the old days, you know, you'd see these really good-looking guys come on The Bachelor, and I'd say to my wife, look at this guy. He must spend all day in the gym, and you know what? He's got no job. It's not attractive to a woman.
He doesn't
Now
have books
there's
in
no
his apartment,
excuse
Howard.
because the
He's got
guy's
no books.
retired.
Yeah, I'd have to remind my wife that all these young hot guys are not working. You know, they're not going to support her lifestyle.
I
What
think
can
it
I do
helps
for
to
you,
show my
Mike?
wife
What
that
can
looks
I
on
do?
everything.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
some
What
of
can
these
I
guys
do
are
for you,
really
Mike?
hot, but then when they talk and they're idiots, I'm like, look, I mean, you sort of won. I mean, kind of won. Just one more thing about that. Robin, you look so fucking good for your age. You're older than all those women, and they all look
You wanna
weird
know
because
what?
they've tried to fill their faces with shit.
I'm glad you said that. I'm talking about.
Robin
I
looks
almost
so
called.
good, man.
I had to call Robin.
Well,
I was
thank
going to
you.
write it. I was going to write it to you, but you know how we've been missing each other on the phone. So
Yeah,
I'm on the
yeah.
phone with my mother, and now my mother somehow gets us on YouTube. Don't ask me how that happened. I'm so fucking upset about it. Okay, you know, but then she says to me, "Tell Robin, she looks fabulous." I go, "What? Oh, that's right. You get the show now, right?" "Yes, I'm watching. She looks fantastic."
Oh,
I said, "Well, she's working on herself constantly. Don't ask what she's eating. It's not even from this planet. She gets food imported from Mars." I said, "Well," she goes, "Well, tell her from me. It's working." I said, "Maybe I should feed you some of that." She goes,
Coming soon to The Howard Stern Show, J.D. Harmeyer smashes things at a rage room to relieve his stress.
Cable box, you motherfucker. Losing a goddamn bet every fucking day. Oh, fuck.
He's gonna smash and bash, he's gonna kick some ass. It's JD at the Rage Room, coming to the Howard Stern Show.
Those motherfuckers that got McDonald's caviar, you hate you so much. God damn it.
Tired of the same old game night? Switch things up with Chumba Casino. Play over 200 free online social casino games. From classic slots and blackjack to exclusive in-house favorites you won't find anywhere else. However long you got, you can play your way, anytime, anywhere. Make your next chill night a little more fun with Chumba Casino. Only available in permitted states. No purchase necessary. See terms and conditions for details. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21+.
if you're thinking about a hybrid vehicle,
I love my Hyundai so much I put it in the garage, but I did not want it to be affected by the elements because it's too good a car for that. I'm thinking about getting a second Hyundai. I have one. I think I'm going to go get the Ioniq, which is a full electric car, and I absolutely adored.
The Hyundai Palisade is another one of these cars that I think you should look into, Gary. It is comfortable. The interior is so remarkable, and a hybrid engine gets an EPA estimated 619 miles of range on select trims. The Palisade, listen to this, has an available class-exclusive dash camera. You need that. Smoother, safer drive, available H-Track all-wheel drive, available front and second row relaxation seat to help reduce fatigue. You get seating up to 8 people, the latest cutting-edge technology. It's a beautiful car. Check out all the Hyundais, but Hyundai Palisade at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete detail. It's Hyundai.
Guys, if you want the greatest night of your life, I mean your best night ever, then you gotta hear this. There's a great ED pill out, and it's from the makers of Viagra. It's their ED pill called Viagra AGV, and it's unbelievable. It works super fast in as little as 12 minutes and lasts up to 12 hours. Plus, it's FDA approved and safe. You need to try it for yourself. It's unreal what it does to you. Viagra AGV crushes every other ED pill, and it's endorsed by the head of urology at the prestigious Cedars-Sinai Hospital in Beverly Hills, Dr. Dudley Danoff. Every man alive needs to try this amazing, remarkable Viagra AGV pill at least once. It's beyond belief. Then you'll know why men are going crazy over it. So if you want to have the most incredible night of your life, you can't miss this. Go to scoreblue.com and try it while supplies last. Go to scoreblue.com, scoreblue.com. That's scoreblue.com. Viagra AGV is available only at scoreblue.com by prescription, no doctor visit.
Back again for a limited engagement.
The Billy Joel Channel. Celebrating the 50th anniversary of Billy's Turnstiles album with exclusive specials. Channel 105 and on the Sirius XM app.
A real broadcast from a horse race.
Off their race, Fafa Fui stepped out in front. Fafa Fui taken on, it's Vengeance the outside, and he's a thriller left and right. Going out with the lead on the rail is Fafa Fui, and coming up on the outside, Fafa Fui's put the neck in front. Fafa Fui has got it.
The Howard Stern Show.
To this now that I have Sam here.
I didn't listen to this, Howard.
Oh, you haven't? If you don't want to listen to it.
No, I'll listen for
right.
anything for the show.
Well, Sam, we were going to send her over to Ham Hands Bill. She was going to be part of the coverage for. What were we going to do? We were going to watch him shit and get cleaned up.
Get his morning
routine.
Routine.
And Howard,
down.
you weren't going to send me alone. Richard and I were going to go. We're not that crazy over here. Come on.
Right. But anyway, we decided not to send you because through a mishap, Sam said they were going to wear scrubs, but Ham Hands Bill thought that maybe Sam would be showing up in a nurse's uniform, a mini skirt, no panties, or something like that. Some kind of
light colored panties, pigtails, lipstick.
White panties.
Right.
More panties.
This is a long story. If you heard the show last week, I guess Ham Hands wants to make it clear to Sam that while he was excited about this idea, he understands she's a married woman. And he understands that this could never happen. And then he goes into a lot of detail. He left a lot of messages for Sam.
I think 45 minutes worth, Howard. I just sent them all to JD, and I couldn't do it.
So let me play a little bit. I mean, we can't play all of it unless we start a whole new channel. The first message was received at 12:31 in the morning. Ham Hands very busy thinking. And he left you an apology, a sincere, gross apology, and here it is. Here's Ham Hands trying to apologize to Sam. He may have been out of line.
And also, Samantha, I know you say that when I start talking, it feels okay at first, but then it becomes creepy. So I apologize. I know I said that about you wearing light colored panties with designs on them, and just for the illusion. And I repeat, and I said, and I apologize also for what I'm going to say. Of course, you will not be getting on all four on my face so I can sniff your panties. You will not. And I repeat, that's an impossibility. That's a reality. And I said it again, Samantha will never bend over on all four on my face so I can sniff her panties. Samantha, that will not happen. It would be nice, but I know you're married. Even if you were not married, you would not do it. You are very professional, Samantha. And of course, much respect.
That clears everything up.
Gee.
So thank God for
I'm glad he got it right.
Of course, you know. You sitting on my face on all four. With your,
It's
I mean,
an
my God.
impossibility.
An impossibility.
Of course
But
not.
let me repeat it again. Let me list 40 more sexual things that won't happen. I also want to mention other things, like you vomiting on me.
And I apologize.
Of course, you will not drink my cum. Of course not.
You are
I
married.
understand. I understand you will not be licking my butthole. I understand that.
You will not toast my salad. Of course not.
Saleh.
You are very professional.
I just, he's the greatest.
There's more, huh?
Oh my God. The entire message is 18 minutes and 50 seconds. I can play you some more highlights because I love listening to him.
It is funny. I mean,
Yeah, I guess. Then he started, for some reason, he drifted into a past sexual encounter because I think he wanted you to know he's had sex with people.
oh.
And,
Well, that
he went
changes
in-
everything. Can I please go to the apartment?
I think in some way he figured this was going to get you on top of him. But here's what happened.
I mean, eventually that night, more kissing, sniffing panties, massages, eventually oral sex, 6 in a position. And I remember her arms got so tired that she couldn't handle being on all four on my face while I was tonguing her pussy and ass. So she had to turn around and she said, I still wanted to do oral sex. I started doing oral sex on her, where her legs spread on my face, right on my chest. It was on my chest, laying back, all exposed to on my face, and of course a lot of sex. And it was definitely a lot of fun.
I think he wanted you to know, like, it's a cool way of saying, listen, I know I'm not having sex with you, but you should know this is the kind of fun I do have. And let's face it, this has got to be turning you on. I mean, you got to be fantasizing you were getting this right now.
Long story short, my mouth works. My mouth.
I had full access to her pussy and ass. What was I to do?
What's it called when you're listening to something and then your brain goes elsewhere? You're disassociating. Is that what that happened for a moment. Just
I zoned out too. I mean,
like
I don't know.
So he was in the wheelchair and she was. How does that work?
Yeah, I know. I don't know, but I'm picturing that nurse cleaning his asshole from shitting while he's recording this. Like it'd be a good cartoon to watch.
Oh man!
Oh my God, it's too much. I have more I can play.
Well, we have to hear.
Did he know that Samantha was no longer coming to the house to do this segment?
He does drop it. You'll hear in the upcoming part of the message that he kind of gets it, but he's also like kind of like, hey, you could still come, but don't worry, it'll be very professional. I think. Still angling. All right, let's get back to your call. In his next voicemail, Bill wanted to make it clear to Sam that he's not the only person out there who likes to sniff panties. That's another thing he wanted to clear up. Yeah, like don't think he's weird. Okay, here you go.
Every guy on the show, I bet you, if you ask each guy, honestly, have you sniffed panties? I'm sure some of them have, and some of them like it. It's like smelling a sweet cake before you have a taste. Sniff and taste. Sniffing and tasting.
That's fucking gross. I don't even know what to say.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm any man of virtue, but I've never smelled panties. I don't think. I mean, I can't recall smelling panties.
That's
because he says
Panties.
he wants to smell like piss and like some. I guess if bad wiping occurs.
More panties.
What could it possibly smell like other than piss?
Yeah.
And like discharge? Like I don't even.
Panties.
Anyway, he ended the message by reiterating to Sam that he is harmless, and we know that. We don't know
We
anything.
do?
But
I don't know
I'm
anything.
hoping. I'm hoping.
This phone call, I really don't know anything.
Robin, that's
Well,
your
he-
man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Robin. It's
That's
your
why I've
boyfriend.
stayed so far away.
I got to call him back and remind him that you're still single and available.
All right. Here he is reminding Sam after all this, he's a harmless guy.
I'm harmless. Even if I was on the chair, I would not be chasing you or anybody. All we're gonna do is talk. You two observe. Up to you if you come. You look beautiful, whatever you're wearing, whatever. And it's fine that you downplay how beautiful you are. Not only talented, but who cares? You are for your husband. That's it. Nobody's gonna do anything to you. Look at you and talk to you. That's it. Kisses for you, Samantha. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Love you regardless if you come or not. Wearing outfit or not. Love you and admire you. Bye, guys. Bye, everybody.
There you go.
Ooh.
So if you do go,
man.
you can downplay your good looks. So there you go.
I don't even know what that means. Downplay your good looks.
If you don't want to wear an attractive nurse's outfit with a mini skirt and no panties, if you want to show up in scrubs, he can deal with that too. He gets it. That's
Right.
what he's telling you. And he's telling you that he is harmless, which means disabled, I think.
That's what I think.
Yeah. I know. He's like, look, I'm in a wheelchair. Even if I want to do something to you, I can't get you.
You can always get
Yeah.
away from me, is what he's saying.
I will not chain you to the chair. I roll around my house with you naked, dragging across the floor.
I really believe he thought he could talk you into showing up. This was his attempt at saying, it's going to be okay if you come.
See, I thought he meant come. That's how creepy.
It's really
up to
okay.
you if you come.
It's
or
really,
not.
it's really okay if you come on my face.
Well,
There you
that's
go.
nice. Very sweet.
Howard Stern.
Okay, let's get to Cocktober. Let me do this. A lot of people said, well, the whole month is almost over and we haven't heard one Cocktober.
I know
event.
last
And you're
year
right.
I think Cocktober was celebrated in November because
Yeah.
we just couldn't get it together for some reason other to get it on the air before.
It's hard to please the fans. Like you say, hey, it's Cocktober. We're going to have some cock events. And then the guys will write me, hey, please, how about some vagina events? We don't want cock. And then if you honor that, then they start complaining you haven't done anything. Well, we have two events we can do today. One event is, as described earlier this morning, Sal wasn't here. He was late. He showed up this morning at around 8 o'clock and was running through the office apologizing to everyone, which is even more disruptive because people are trying to work. And then he's like doing an apology tour. Sal, don't compound lateness. I'm having a hard time seeing the boys. There we go. Sal. Hey, Sal.
Yes.
When you're late, do me a favor. Don't go in through the office and start apologizing to everyone because people are trying to work, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
If you guys could blow Sal up big with Richard so I can see him better. It's a little bit of an odd screen effect there. I don't want to miss a minute of Cocktober. Hey, Sal, why were you late again?
I fucked up my schedule. Today was a live show day, and I put in my schedule live show, but I didn't set my reminder. So when I woke up this morning, I thought it was a remote show, and then I flipped out, and I got here, and that's why I'm late.
How come you didn't see the 3 reminders we sent you that we were doing Cocktober today?
I did, and every time I'm here live on the show, I put a personal reminder in my calendar, and for some reason, I put in live show, studio show, but I did not hit the reminder. So I went to bed and my normal alarm went off. I fucked up.
There you go.
Big fuck up.
What am I supposed to do about that? I'm the guy who has to sit and discipline this guy. And
well, I got my cock here, so that's what it's Cocktober.
Yeah, well,
the cock is
we
here.
Can't have cock. The problem is we can't have Cocktober without you because you and Richard are the only two guys willing to get naked.
No
and show your
backup
cock.
cocks. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really have a bench of people, a deep bench as they call it.
Well, I'm here to deliver, Howard. I apologize that I'm here.
Mehmet thinks I should fire you, but I don't know. I don't have the heart.
I thought Mehmet was great.
And Richard thought you should be punished in some way, like
Yeah.
having to drink after he dipped his cock and balls in the beer.
Ugh, I'm not doing that.
I still love that idea, Robin.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I know you do.
Sal, at one point they took away your health insurance for a year.
They did?
Yeah, that was going to
Why
be
don't you just beat off on Sal's face and then we could be done with it.
I'm done. Do it right now.
We did that
All right,
last week.
boys. What is this event? Let's talk about Cocktober and where we're at. What is this going to be? Gary and JD. Gary and JD are going to tickle your penises.
I can
until
explain
one
a
of
little
you-
bit, Howard.
All right, go ahead.
So
go ahead, Mehmet.
Right now we have Sal and Richard are standing in the middle of the studio. They're taking their penises out as we speak, and we're going to be giving Gary and JD each a feather. And JD is going to tickle Richard's penis. Gary is going to tickle Sal's penis. And whoever taps out by stepping away first that they can't handle the tickling has the most ticklish penis. And it's been something they've been debating a while. So today we're going to find out the answer.
All right, Sal, I notice you're nude and you're like
What is
gyrating.
that thing around his? Oh, that's the pack
That's
for
holding
the
his
microphone.
his headphones. Got a Yeah. big cross
Yeah,
around his neck.
Sal, I notice you're gyrating.
Yes.
It seems to me like your penis has gotten bigger. Did you play with it before you came on?
Well,
here?
he's
Is that
standing
it?
next
Are
to
you-
me. He's turned on.
You know what it is, Howard? It didn't get bigger, but there's a lot more foreskin meat hanging off the end of it. I think my foreskin is growing instead of my penis. It looks
okay.
like a head of cauliflower on the bottom of this thing. It's fucked up.
I like how Sal shaves too. He leaves like a little mustache right above his cock. There's like a little Hitler thing there.
Richard, what do? You just shave the entire area, right?
Yeah, I shaved the whole thing. I'm growing in a little bit, but I shaved about 3 weeks ago.
All right. Well, boys, you are nude. Your penises are exposed.
Well,
Happy
Richard
Cocktoberfest.
has later
Toast.
hosen on. And
Yeah.
all these, you're kind of obscured with all that
Yeah, she wants to see you raw, dude. Come on.
pants material.
Well, thanks for
around
asking, Robin. I can get it out a little more.
Howard, I appreciate these guys, but I always think that guys that would be this comfortable showing their dicks would have bigger dicks.
Well, there's
Yeah,
no bigger dick than
Richard-
you, Gary.
Richard, is it cold in the studio? Is that what's going on?
Yes.
Not
it's
really.
freezing.
No,
it's like
not.
32 degrees in
It's
here.
not that cold at all.
My dick is an icicle.
Actually,
Did Sal just pee? Because we saw a drop of piss just fall out of his
No.
penis
What?
onto the floor.
definitely not.
Well, he checked it earlier to see if there's toilet paper in there still because he said he didn't have time to shower. It's 72 degrees in the studio.
I did have them lay down garbage bag in the studio, so the carpet should be okay.
All right. Whether Sal peed or not, I don't know.
I didn't pee, you idiot.
Get down there and check, Gary.
All right. Gary
JD's
and
at a serious disadvantage here because Richard is so shrunken, there is not a lot of penis to actually tickle.
Yeah, how you going to get that in a cup?
JD,
All right, let
fluff
me,
me. Fluff me. Come on.
All right. Let me start the Cocktober festivities.
First one to move their
All the
feet.
veiny
once the-
meat you can handle.
There's a lot of meat to be had.
It's Cocktober.
All right. There you go. That's the official stinger. Arnold Schwarzenegger is here. He wants to comment also on the boys and the Cocktober events. Arnold, you love this, right?
This is fantastic. Finally you get to the cocks. I've been getting blue balls waiting for the cocks. This is fantastic. Yeah.
Well, you
I
love
it.
women. I don't know why you so into this. What do you love?
Well,
about
because how this is, this is the bodybuilding and all that. But this is a competition that they do not talk about often. Is the cock training, and this is about the human body. This is very important. The cock is the strongest muscle on the body, Howard. This is
that
true.
right?
Sure, why not? Yeah, listen, you've got to do the penis curls and all that. And this is so important that you're bringing awareness to the cock. So thank you for this, Howard. I appreciate it.
And you know,
This is
Cock,
great.
who's your money on? Who do you think has the most ticklish penis? How are we judging this, by the way? One of you will laugh. Is that what's going to go on?
Well, we're going to tap out. Whoever can't take it anymore has to tap out.
I think their feet are planted, so whoever steps back first and moves their feet because they can't handle the tickling means they have the most ticklish penis.
All right, I don't see how this is going to work, but all right. The idea of just
Don't know
Gary
who
and
came up with
Yeah,
this.
I think
Yeah.
it's just an excuse to get our dicks tickled.
Yeah. All right. So Gary, you have a feather, and JD, you have a feather.
Here we go.
And why don't you guys begin tickling their penises, and we'll see who wins the
There we go.
competition.
Get in there,
we go.
Gary. Nice. Get in my butthole, Gary.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God.
He moved his foot.
Get in the butthole, Gary. I just farted.
Let me interview JD. JD, you're smacking Richard's penis with that feather.
Getting a little hard.
It is. It's still like half an inch.
Come on, Gary, be a team player. Get in there.
Gary, what are you doing?
Nothing's happening.
I know. Well,
I'm smacking.
They could let you do this all day.
Sal farted, and he's just fucking putting it up my nose.
I'm waving my fart towards Gary's face.
JD's kind of like he's not being soft enough.
I'm tickling under the ball sack. I'm tickling in between. I'm touching the head of the cock. Nothing is happening.
Keep going, girl.
Little softer,
Richard,
JD.
You're doing good, girl.
Richard, let me ask you something. What your dick is
Nothing
like?
is happening to Richard.
Your dick is getting smaller instead of getting excited.
JD's horrible at this.
Yeah, try a lighter touch.
You're
We should
supposed
have
to.
practiced.
Is JD not tickling your penis? And not, like, is he just like?
Yeah,
He's
smacking.
slapping it with
Slapping
the
it.
feather.
Yeah.
Look at
Be real soft. Whisper to me. Come on.
Gentle kiss.
JD, try using your hand. Drop the
Ooh,
feather.
That's good, JD. Wait,
Come on,
that's
JD.
good.
Tickle the dick, you idiot. Come on, tickle
This
it.
is just
Get
becoming
in
a
there.
sex act.
Don't be a pussy. Come on.
Get
do
under.
it.
Get under a little, JD. Oh,
There
there
you
you
go.
go.
That's
That's good.
Get the feather under.
All right. He found my sweet spot.
There you go.
He found my
What
sweet
happened,
spot.
JD? JD, what just happened? Did he get a little erect?
Is it the frenulum?
Right under between, right under the head on the bottom.
Howard, Sal's cock ate my feather.
It did. Look.
It literally did.
That's hilarious.
All right, this game is officially over. All right, what is the next Cocktober event?
Cocktoberfest.
That was just
Yeah.
a warm up. I mean, this is really the big one. This is where Richard wants to prove if he has taste buds in his scrotum, which, by the way, there have been scientific studies that say you actually can taste through your balls. So
All right.
we have 3 different beers that Richard's going to wear a blindfold and see if he can determine the different beers. Richard, do you want to talk about the different beers there are?
Yeah. We have an IPA, a pumpkin, and a stout. So I think I can
And
tell
what are
the
you going to
difference.
do? You're going to dip your balls and penis in the beer?
Yeah, JD is going to do it. And JD's going to take a glass of beer and shove it up against my cock and balls. I'll do a little taste, like a sommelier. And I'll see what, notes and flavors and what I get from it.
Do you think you can taste through your balls? Have you ever tried this before?
No, we're about to find out. I mean, my
All right.
asshole is close to my balls, and I can taste through there. So,
All right. As you know,
JD, the
Richard.
bottle opener, he's opening the first mystery.
By the way, last Cocktober, Richard was able to discern through his asshole what wines were being served to him.
yeah,
This is not out of the question. We are now pouring the beer. JD is pouring the beer. Richard is blindfolded.
my ball tender.
And all right, and we have a beer. And JD, hold the
go and do
beer
this
next.
one?
Yeah.
Direct Richard's penis to the beer and balls.
Hold on.
All right.
You might have
By
to
the way,
shove
by the
my
way,
cock in there, JD.
God damn it.
Howard, we did this at my first wedding, by
Wait,
the way.
JD.
This is what we did at my wedding.
Arnold,
All right.
you're making me
With my
laugh.
dicks.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
spill my beer.
This is great, yeah.
I gotta put down my
You
mic.
filled the glass too much, JD.
No, well, you gotta get the balls. You gotta get the
Yeah,
balls
but
in
it's
there.
get
going to
his-
spill over.
I don't know what the hell's to do.
All right,
You ever
JD,
done
go
this
ahead.
before, JD?
No.
JD, direct Richard toward the glass so that he can get
I'll
his
lean
balls in
forward.
there.
Yeah, leave it. It's
All
right in front of you. in front of you, Richard.
All right. Richard's balls are going in the beer. Go ahead.
Can I shove my cock down into it?
Yes, absolutely.
He's so
Sure.
shrunken.
There we go.
Oh my God.
Let me taste it. Get some tasting notes here.
All right. Richard's penis and balls are submerged in the glass. JD is holding
All
it.
right, that's enough.
No, I'm tasting. Come on,
Do you actually
sommelier takes
taste,
his
though?
time.
Let's calm down. Let the boy have a
Oh,
chance.
yes, I'm getting hints. I'm getting hints of nutmeg, a little clove. This is a spicy one. I'm going to guess that this is a pumpkin beer.
Son of a bitch. He's right.
He's right?
Am I right?
Yeah.
He's absolutely
fuck yeah.
correct.
Fuck.
Isn't that
Hell
something?
yeah.
Wow.
I
Do
literally.
you need to be wiped between?
Yeah,
tastes?
well, we got to cleanse my palate, Robin. So I think we have a glass of water where I can cleanse my palate.
Well, miraculously, Richard was able to stick his penis in beer and tell us, at least identify one of the beers.
You got the pumpkin one right.
Yeah, I did. I tasted like some autumn type spices there.
You could taste it in your taste buds. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The next beer is ready.
Hold on,
Let's do a palate cleanser. Let's have him dip his cock in water because we don't want like a pumpkin
Just have-
flavor.
Just
There we
have
go. He's
JD
just
blow
dipping his-
him, and that'll clear it out.
Lick the beer off,
No.
JD.
Yeah.
All right. Good God.
JD's freaked out by this.
Cleansed enough.
So what we
All
have
right.
left are two beers. We have an Imperial Stout, and we also have a double IPA. So Richard can dip his dicks in the two beers and see which one's.
One's
right,
going
why
to
don't
be
you want-
darker, one's going to be a little lighter.
He's one
All
for
right, well,
one so far.
Just go ahead. If you get the
Okay.
next one right,
what?
then we assume you know them all. That's it. This is simple.
You might need to try both.
Yeah.
Get in there,
I'm
JD.
trying to wrap this up is what I'm trying to do.
I'm sorry.
Come on,
Go
JD.
ahead.
There you go.
Okay, I'm dipping my cock and balls in this beer.
Jesus Christ.
Okay,
Really get rid
Yeah.
let me take a sip. Okay, now this one I'm getting hints of malt, some darker notes, little
Motherfucker.
chocolate cocoa. This is the stout. This
he
is
right?
the stout.
He's 100%
Is he right?
correct.
He's right.
Wow.
He's correct. Wow,
Nice.
very good. JD, you had to hold the cup with Richard's penis in it.
Yeah.
What was that like for you? It seems like you had
I mean,
the
I'm
hardest
just like,
part.
I'm staring at balls and cock going in a glass and beers going all over my hand.
His
Thank
lederhosen is
Thank
ruined.
God I got gloves. Ugh.
Yeah.
Do
Well,
I
there
get
you
to-
go.
Can I taste the IPA at least?
Sure, absolutely.
He
Go ahead.
needs another rinse.
Yeah.
Please. All right, guys. Thank you. Arnold, there it is.
Oh,
Cocktober.
thank God.
Yes, well, it was well worth the wait. Let me tell you, Howard. I mean, what an exciting game. And let me say this: I can train Richard to actually drink the beer through his cock like an elephant's trunk, right? It's
Yeah.
a total skill that you can learn. And his penis, though, has an impeccable palate. This is fantastic, really impressive. Yeah.
Thanks,
It
Arnold.
was impressive, actually. It was
Yeah.
pretty mind-blowing. You really say you could have a taste, like somehow you were able
Yeah.
to taste it with your penis.
It's hard to explain, but it's the same with your ass. You get I don't know, your mouth waters a little bit and you kind of taste it.
Why is he still holding his penis?
Well, I thought you were going to let me taste the IPA. And
All right, let him taste the IPA and I'll
He's
throw
earned
him
You
it.
want a rinse? Oh my God,
Yes,
it's
a
dripping
rinse.
off his dick. God damn.
out. What is that, JD?
The fucking beer dripping down his dick like
Lick it.
All right, there. This
There,
is the tape.
okay.
That's the cleanser. All right,
Okay.
all right.
Boy, JD hates the rinse.
Yeah, JD seemed to enjoy putting them in my ass, but he doesn't like this.
I think the beer has stained your
What-
penis. It's
JD,
like
why are
dark.
you so upset? What part of this is gross
It's
for
just,
you?
I'm just so close, and my thumb is right next to pubic
Where's
hair.
your thumb?
Stop! Get out of here! No. All right. We're done.
All right, I'm tasting hops, a lot of hops. That's the IPA. Yep.
Hop out of here.
There you go. Well, you're right.
That's great.
Well,
That's
Richard, you can
great.
take off your blindfold
Okay.
and congratulations. You did a great job.
Wow.
You got 3
Put
out
your
of 3
cock
beers.
away.
Okay. Well, I need to wipe it off first. I'm ruining my lederhosen. There's beer all
Drink
over.
it. Now drink it. Come on, drink it. Be a real man.
You dare
drink
me,
it.
Arnold?
No, you drink
Drink
the
your
tape.
cock juice.
Oh,
Come on,
no.
do it.
No, I won't. I won't.
Come on. What's the matter with
Drink
you?
the cleanse. Drink the cleanse of water.
Yeah, the water. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, God. disgusting.
Oh.
You idiot.
Why did I do that?
Why did you just do that?
Make JD laugh, I guess. Oh, God, that tastes horrible.
Like the water's brown now from the ale.
And I
that's
just
from his
peed.
dick.
Well, I just peed earlier, so it's a little yellow in there.
Hey, boner.
Jesus Christ. I didn't think you'd actually do it, you idiot.
Proved you wrong, Arnold.
I can't believe it. You're such a beautiful pig. I love you.
I love you too, Arnold. And I
You're
know
right.
you go to Oktoberfest in Munich every year, so I want to go with you sometime.
when we
Arnold.
all have our cocks out. Yeah, we're all drinking from the beer steins with our cocks. Put your cock away. It's making me sick.
Okay.
His dick is going to smell like beer all day.
Unbelievable.
That's better than it usually smells. JD.
You're right, Robin.
Yeah, at least his penis got washed off in beer.
Disinfected it.
Yeah, well, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, you wanted Cocktober, and you were yelling at me this morning that we hadn't done any Cocktober events. And now for the official Cocktober song, here is
Cocktober. It's Cocktober. It's Cocktober. It's Cocktober. 1 month of cock. It's Cocktober. It's Cocktober. It's Cocktober. It's Cocktober. I'm hard as a rock.
Thank you for blessing me with cock.
All of your dicks right now in celebration. It's October, it's October, it's October, it's October.
Pull out your cock and balls and rub it for mama.
Behold, 1 month of
wow. And I want to say a special thank you to JD, who had a much harder job than Richard. JD had to hold the cup and tickle Richard's penis with a feather. And
He's a
I
trooper.
know
It's
that.
part of the job sometimes.
Yeah, well, you know, when you go home tonight, you can be proud. You can close your eyes and say, I did a good job at work today.
That's how you're paying for all those baseball cards.
Exactly.
You bet. Yeah. He doesn't get paid all that money for nothing. He's got to work for it. Well, there you have Cocktober,
Let's see
everybody.
those boners. Oh, yeah. We've got 31 days of Cocktober. I got my hand on your cock. Hair, dick, and balls, and then it's over. In and out. While we're beating our meat all day.
I love when you smear that spit all over my face. I'm such a dirty little boy.
Come and see our boners. Come. Celebrate Cocktober.
I feel like I'm at the Christmas party. You guys are all dancing.
Matt, you should be dancing.
Yeah, come on, get over here.
Skip this one.
All right, there you go. And thank you, boys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. The funniest part for me is Richard's dick was, for some reason, so small today that JD had to get really close to get it in the beer.
Yeah, it was hard to get it into the glass because there was hardly anything there.
We got to get that up on the app. That's always a crowd pleaser. Any Cocktober event.
But I did notice he was a little bit larger by the end of the beer tasting.
Yeah. I think my boy might have gotten a little bit excited over the beer. Can taste beer with his penis. What? Hey, crazy stuff, the human body. You know?
No, his human butt. I don't know that anybody else can do what he does.
You don't think you could like dip your tits in a glass and tell us what beer it is? Yeah.
No.
I don't think so either. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my dick doesn't have that ability.
Or your butt. I mean, he
Yeah.
can taste wherever he puts alcohol, he can taste it.
Nice. Wow, that was exciting. That was a lot of fun. There you go.
And you know, I it was like Sal wasn't even the main event.
No.
And he delayed the whole thing.
Yeah, that's the funniest part. Sal couldn't get up on time.
Where's Sal?
I'm Gary, but the ladies call me Flirty G. Snoop Dogg. Bye to the motherfucking business.
Yeah, you put the pedal to the metal when you get what you want.
Bow, wow, wow. Yeah. For shizzle.
Howard 100.
Let's go to Lillian. Lillian is on the phone from New York. Hi, Lillian.
Hi, Howard. How you doing? Oh, my God, this is so amazing. I feel like my heart's going to explode.
Are you a man or a woman, Lillian?
Did you say Lillian?
Lillian.
Yes, Lillian.
What do
I
you
am actually 6 months into my transition. I'm actually a trans woman.
Oh,
Lady
you're becoming
boy.
a woman. All right. Hey, now. You got titties yet?
I do, actually. I could probably fill out an A cup at this point.
Congratulations. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice?
Thank you.
What'd you do? You went on the hormones and you got some titties, huh?
Yes, I did. Actually, I'm a disabled veteran, and actually, I was able to get all this through the VA, and they've been nothing but great to me.
And what about your disability?
Well, that's
Are you in a
good to
wheelchair?
hear because we're
Yeah.
worried about that.
Are you in a chair?
Yeah. Oh no, no. So it's all mental. So it's PTSD, anxiety, and after they kind of trudged through like my 500 pages of medical history, they came back with 70% disabled. And the only reason why it's not anything more is because there's nothing physically impeding my physical movement.
So where did you serve? What were you in a war?
I was technically, it's an overseas assignment. I was in Hawaii over, it's called HMR, Helamano Military Reservation. Nobody really knows where that is, so I just say Schofield Barracks.
So what's the PTSD from being in Hawaii? I had PTSD. I went to Hawaii. I had PTSD too. I don't like leaving the house. That's a different story.
I hate leaving the house.
But what do you mean? You got what you mean? You got diagnosed with PTSD? Did you see something in the military that happened, or I don't understand.
What it really was is it was the other soldiers. So it was a combination of the treatment that I had received from my fellow soldiers in succession with some of the stuff that I had seen out in the civilian world. You know what I mean? Because it really was a crazy culture shock going over to Hawaii, being from New York, and just seeing like how crazy racist the Asian world is. You know what I mean? Everyone really hated each other, and there was just certain parts of that island that I
wonder if I got this.
because
I wonder if I have PTSD, Robin, because
From Hawaii, yes.
Not from Hawaii, but the way I grew up was no picnic. Maybe I got some PTSD going.
Oh God, do you need another diagnosis?
Yeah, maybe I got that. I don't know. I got to look into it. So, Lillian, let me understand something. You decided you wanted to transition to being a woman, and so then they gave you some hormones. And your titties started to grow. Little blue pills, and your titties started to grow.
Yes,
and
they
then
did.
And now you're walking around in a dress?
Not quite. So like with the whole thing, everyone kind of takes it at their own pace. It's a transition, and I'm not really hitting the gas really all that hard. I'm not pushing the lines really when it comes to call me this, call me that, or like when I start to have my visage kind of change and kind of match the way I feel inside, then I'll be a little bit more apt to, being called a she.
Do you have a feminine look? I mean, you got long hair. What do you got? Nails? What do you got?
So my hair is actually down past my shoulders. I would say it's almost, a couple inches away from my nipples, actually. It's definitely getting there. I've been growing it out. And one of the pills that they gave me called spironolactone actually helps with the facial hair blonde, and it's coming. It's receding a bit.
This is weird. I'm trying to get Fred on that pill. Give him a more feminine look for me.
It's a little rough when he kisses him. Yes.
Yeah, spironolactone. I go, Fred, please go on the spironolactone. Just do me a favor. Come on and bend over.
I'm starting to lactate.
Yeah, he breastfed me the other night. No, so Lillian, so then you started to sprout some little titties, but are you going to get some big titties, like from, go for the operation?
So that was the thing, is that because they definitely ask you a lot of questions right before you even start anything, because you have to go to your primary, then the endocrinologist, and blah, 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 blah. But I'm not really all that interested in surgery just because it just the recovery period and the simple fact of going under the knife and
you got a boyfriend or are you into chicks? I mean, what's your deal sexually going on?
So I am actually married to a woman who I basically, so we're in a mixed orientation relationship.
She's got to be thrilled. Imagine.
We actually don't have sex because our relationship was never really kind of built around that. Cause we loved each other as people, and that's how our relationship blossomed. And we have an open marriage, you know what I mean? And
you never banged your wife ever?
I have. It just, as I kind of got older and accepted my transition, and kind of as my sexuality evolved, as I because I started out as a heterosexual guy, and this whole transition didn't really start for me until I met my wife, because she actually made me feel comfortable with who I was. She encouraged me to go to the VA and actually fill out the paperwork.
How many times have you had your penis? How many times have you had your penis inside your wife? I'm curious.
I want to say maybe half a dozen, and we've been together over 2 years.
Oh. So, see, everybody's doing their own thing out there, Robin. I got no problem with any of this. This is good.
I don't see a problem.
Guy's happy. Woman's happy. She's got a wife. You know, what the fuck's the difference? I don't know why everyone gets so uptight about it. I know
business.
I know some guy sitting by the radio going, "The fuck is this shit? Fuck you, fuck this, fuck." Who cares? We got some titties. And he wants to be a woman.
You know, the fact that he's getting help from the VA. You know, people are sitting there going, "Our money's going to blah, 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 blah."
Your money ain't going anywhere.
Your money's going to happiness.
Titties make him happy. I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Absolutely.
You want to be called him or her? You want to be her?
Yeah, her.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down with that. You got the titties. Why not? You got titties. You got balls. Maybe a pussy soon. Who knows? Whatever. Who gives a shit?
Know.
You served our country.
It's a process. It's a journey.
You're twice the man or woman I am. I'll tell you that. You joined the military. I'll give you that.
It was either
I
that
wanted
or college.
that assignment. I never got Hawaii.
Now, if the military would have told me I could go to Hawaii, I would have gone.
Ironically, there's more Army bases there than anything. I think there's 5.
Really?
Wow.
All right, Lillian. Good luck. Let me know how you do.
Thank you, Howard. It was
Send me a
quite
picture.
a pleasure to talk to you.
I love seeing pictures of dudes transitioning to women. It's my favorite thing to look at. I love it. So send me some pictures.
Oh, my God. Let me show you. Yeah, I'll show you one from 2 years ago to now. You'll be like, who the hell is that?
Really? You kind of hot, or you still looking like a dude?
I'm getting there. My wife thinks I'm hot.
Well, then, she's got to say
all the
that.
time.
You got, how tall are you?
6 foot.
Yeah. And what, you got big feet?
About 10 and a half, 11, depending on the shoe.
I hear you. It's hard when you got them big male feet, you know. With, high heels.
But it's not unusual for a woman to wear a size 10 or a size 11.
No, not unusual. Nothing's unusual anymore. Everything's fine.
It is hard trying to find anything else that fits, though. Trying to find where my body fits in the rigmarole of women's sizes. It makes no sense.
My favorite trans is Chinny. I follow her on Instagram, and she just shaved down her Adam's apple. I'm a big fan of that. So
what, surgically?
I believe so, yeah. Chinny. I follow her. She was shopping.
I'm actually looking at mine. It's actually not all that prominent, thankfully. I generally had like semi-feminine figure as it was. It wasn't, I wasn't really a bulky guy.
What about working on your voice? Maybe you could just talk more like, hey, everybody. What do you think about that?
I'm trying. Is this a little better?
Let me hear. Say the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain.
The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain.
I don't think you got it. You got to go, the rain in Spain. Something like this. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain.
The Maine and Spain falls mainly on the plain.
All right, that's a little better. All right, listen. Good luck, Lillian, with everything.
It.
All right, you hang in there, pal. All right, that's Lillian. Went to Hawaii, got all shook up.
PTSD.
PTSD. I tell you.
Howard 100.
It's over, Johnny.
I do want to tell you, there'll be a special wrap-up show for those of you who are fans of the wrap-up show with Gary Dell'Abiccio and John Hine. They're doing a show with Cheech and Chong, who I'm really excited about. Cheech and Chong put out a documentary, or it's coming out, and I hear it's fantastic. Of course, several of the guys on my staff have seen it because they get advances on these kinds of things. They do not give it to me. But I'm a huge Cheech and Chong fan. I love those guys.
I would love to see that documentary.
And I think I saw them recently interviewed on CBS Sunday Morning.
Oh, yeah?
And it was fantastic. Yeah, they were just going over their whole career and how they met. And I didn't realize how old those dudes are.
Yeah.
How old is Cheech? And I know Chong is like in his 80s, right?
I think Tommy Chong, I think, is 86 or 87, and Cheech is like
crazy.
78 or something.
Well, Tommy Chong looks fantastic. Like, there's no sign of like old age with that guy. So he's 86 years old, and I'd say he looks like he's in his 60s. I mean, it's unbelievable. And I know he'd done a lot of weed and God knows what else, but boy, is he well preserved.
Well, if you watch the documentary, they will tell you that they did not do a lot of weed, that they did a lot of weed humor, but they were very healthy. And they smoked weed, don't get me wrong, but not the way you would think they did.
Well, weed humor to me, even now, even like drug humor, to me is the funniest humor there is. I do love it. And I especially love Cheech and Chong when they do it. And when I watch those old movies, they're still funny to me. When Cheech, like that scene where Cheech is driving his car and he picks up Tommy Chong as a hitchhiker, and Tommy Chong gives him a joint, and the joint is like pencil thin. And he goes, "Hey man, what the hell is this?" And it turns out it was a toothpick and one of those toothpick wrappers that you get he pulled it out of his pocket. He didn't realize. And then Cheech goes, "Now you want to see a joint? Here's a joint." Or Chong pulls it out, one of them. And this fucking joint is the size of your arm. And they're smoking it. And Cheech goes, "This is some good shit, man. This is some good shit." And it turns out Tommy Chong's dog ate it. And he goes, "It actually is shit." It was the dog ate his stash, shit it out, and Tommy rolled it up into a big fucking joint. And I don't know. I sit there and giggle at that like I'm 5 years old. It is so good.
Howard,
it is so good.
I'm watching the movie. At the very end of the movie, they're showing like the things that have popped up in pop culture. So it's a Family Guy scene where somebody's doing the Dave's Not Here bit, and the guy from Family Guy is cracking up, and everyone around him is looking like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm watching it, and I can't believe I'm still laughing at Dave's Not Here like an idiot.
It's so good. Dave's not here, man. Dave's not here.
No, I'm Dave. It's so stupid.
I told you about the last time I ran into Cheech and Chong, right?
No. Where'd you see
them? I
them?
saw them at a rock festival
a
few years
nice.
back out in California, and I went over to say hi. And the next thing I know, I'm being berated because Gary won't let them on the show, and you got to tell Howard.
Oh yeah. Well, thank God for Gary. People go, "Why do you keep that guy around?" I go, "Because I can blame everything on him." I love Cheech and Chong.
So there'll be a reconciliation on that wrap-up show.
Oh, good. Now, boys, I love you. Yeah, right.
What?
Yeah, that's always uncomfortable when people want to be on the show, and for some reason we didn't have them on, and
and we love that we'd had him. We'd had Tommy on for lots of times, and Cheech on lots of times.
Howard,
you know what it is? Here's the thing. Before you tell me, Gary, here's the thing. We only do X amount of shows a year, and so I can't. Yes, I do have guests, but I try to limit it because I still think the best shows are the shows where we don't have a guest and we kind of have time to just do a lot of different things that are going on and just kind of generally bullshit and talk to the audience. So, but it's nice to mix it up and have a guest. But so it's hard to explain to someone that like Cheech and Chong are great guests. They're energetic. They're funny. They have great stories. But sometimes I just don't want to have a guest. You know what I mean? I kind of want to just sit and bullshit with everybody. So that's the problem. You know.
And I don't know anything is going on, and I just go over and say hello to somebody, and the next thing I know, I'm being yelled at, and you got to tell Howard, and Gary's the asshole, and
right. Oh man, Gary's a professional asshole, and I made him into that. It's terrible. But you want to know something? First of all, I decided Robin has the best job because Robin just pleads ignorance. She just goes, I don't know what's going on. They don't include me in any discussion. Yeah, exactly. What? It's like she doesn't even work here. She gets off like scot-free with everyone. She's like the good guy. And me, I run into these people and I go, hey, I don't have anything to do with that. Gary books it. So they go, shut the fuck up, you asshole. We know what's going on. We know every decision is made by you. You don't trust Gary with that.
So Howard,
I go, no, I do. I trust Gary.
when we first got to Sirius, we were doing the wrap-up show in the Fishbowl, right?
Yeah.
So I would like literally pass on a guest, and then the next day they would be in the lobby. So on my way to the Fishbowl, I would see them, and I would get a lot of dirty looks. But there was one guy, I'll tell you, I won't throw him under the bus in there. He stopped me, man. He stopped me right. He fucking stopped me. He got me right up against the wall.
Oh,
what's going on? And I was like, I'm just trying. I'm like, I got to go do a show. But I
know what would be the ultimate. Go ahead. Yeah, you remember what?
No, I remember one time there was a guest that was having difficulty getting on, and I fought to get this woman on the show. Like I fought hard, and then after the show, I saw her talking to you, and I said, "What was she?" I could see she was talking about me because she was talking to you and staring at me. And I said, "What'd she say, Howard?" And you go, "Oh, Gary's keeping me off the show. I hope you know, Howard. You should know. Gary's been keeping me off the show."
And you know what I said to her? I said, you're absolutely right. I had no idea you wanted to be on the show. It's Gary. After I had said no. But, here's the thing. And that's when I first hired Gary, I used to say to him, I don't even want to know how you say no to someone. Just go say no and you handle it. I am a pussy. I do not want to say no. And he was like, both. I know what I have to do and I'll do it. So Gary does it. I still to this day.
He's a soldier.
I will say this, and I'm very proud of this, our whole team. I would never in a million years ever insult someone or make them feel less than. It can't be done.
What
but
do
I
you
never
say?
I never closed the door on anyone because I will tell you there's another name, I'll tell you when we get off the air, that there was a period of time they were on the show a lot, and then their star kind of faded, and they couldn't get on. I never closed the door, and then they got big again. So I was happy that we weren't a dick to them. You know what I mean?
But how are you not a dick? Because you're saying no.
Okay, you ready?
Someone. Yeah.
Howard's on X amount of weeks a year. We're really more like Saturday Night Live now. We probably do 20 to 25 guests a year. So we're just not on that much. We just don't have.
You're not lying.
We love your guest. We just don't have the room, which is the truth.
You know what would be the ultimate for me in that area? If there were certain guests who could just hang like Jimmy Kimmel does. Like when Jimmy comes on, I can interview him, but also he doesn't mind if I take a few phone calls or if I do a couple of bits and he incorporates himself.
Incorporated into the show. He's not really guesting. He's just hanging and we're doing the show.
Yeah. The flip side of that is I wish we could we could do it where we didn't know. Like somebody's just standing outside the door. And hey, they want to come and talk for 10 minutes, and that way you don't have to devote an hour and a half and a bunch of research. Just
I don't mind. I like talking, but I enjoy talking for an hour and a half, but not every show. So that's why we have limited guests,
and not to every person.
Right.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I kept running into Tommy Chong. I even ran into Tommy Chong at an airport.
Hey, Robin. Hey, man.
He grabbed me. And I'm like, oh, no, not again.
Whenever I see Tommy, I'm like, oh, I feel so bad. Tommy got busted in the 90s not for dope, but for bongs. Like he was selling bongs across state lines and they put him in jail. It was fucking outrageous. Like we should have taken to the streets and demanded his release. I mean, what is that bullshit? It was crazy.
He was the only guy in that group that went to jail, and there were guys that were selling way more bongs than him. They completely targeted him
for paraphernalia. And why did they target poor Tommy? I mean, he's just like he's such a sweetheart. He's famous. Yeah.
But he wasn't famous enough for Gary to let him on the show.
Well, Robin, that explains a lot now because there somewhere around here, there's a bumper or a promo with Tommy on it where he's being like overly insulting to me, and now it all makes sense. It's something like, yeah, that's a real Baba Booey. You Baba Booey that. That's a bonehead move, Baba Booey. And I was like, oh, I wonder where that came from. Now I know.
Yeah.
Coming soon to the Howard Stern Show.
What is the circumference of your penis? Have you measured it?
7 inches around.
The biggest name in porn meets his fans.
Girthmaster. The Girthmaster. Girthmaster.
Girthmaster.
Ladies love him.
Girthmaster just surprised you in line.
This is crazy. I just drove 4 hours from Syracuse and called off of work for this, literally.
Men adore him.
Oh, Girthmaster.
Oh, okay.
It's a day in the life of Girthmaster.
You big hangy balls and a big horse cock.
Yeah.
It's going to be larger than life and thicker than a can of soup.
Like, it's not just a big penis, it's like a ludicrously capacious cock.
Only on The Howard Stern Show.
That is a heavy fucking dick. Oh my God, it's thick.
Guys, if you want the greatest night of your life, I mean your best night ever, then you gotta hear this. There's a great ED pill out, and it's from the makers of Viagra. It's their ED pill called Viagra AGV, and it's unbelievable. It works super fast in as little as 12 minutes and lasts up to 12 hours. Plus, it's FDA approved and safe. You need to try it for yourself. It's unreal what it does to you. Viagra AGV crushes every other ED pill, and it's endorsed by the head of urology at the prestigious Cedars-Sinai Hospital in Beverly Hills, Dr. Dudley Danoff. Every man alive needs to try this amazing, remarkable Viagra AGV pill at least once. It's beyond belief. Then you'll know why men are going crazy over it. So if you want to have the most incredible night of your life, you can't miss this. Go to scoreblue.com and try it while supplies last. Go to scoreblue.com, scoreblue.com. That's scoreblue.com. Viagra AGV is available only at scoreblue.com by prescription, no doctor visit.
Tired of the same old game night? Switch things up with Chumba Casino. Play over 200 free online social casino games. From classic slots and blackjack to exclusive in-house favorites you won't find anywhere else. However long you got, you can play your way, anytime, anywhere. Make your next chill night a little more fun with Chumba Casino. Only available in permitted states. No purchase necessary. See terms and conditions for details. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21+.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband Ryan died. He was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had the foresight to get life insurance. Because we had the 2 small children, he decided it was important to get it to make sure that we would have enough in case anything ever happened. The bills were covered, the mortgage was paid, so I could focus on my kids. With Ethos, getting life insurance is fast, affordable, and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exam, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. We truly don't know how much time we have. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the time and the space we needed to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/quote. That's ethos.com/quote. Ethos.com/quote. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
From the era of burn CDs and sidekicks to late night DMs and group chat confessions, 2000s and 2010s R&B in the flow. Channel 48 and at home with SiriusXM on your phone, computer, Alexa, TV, or other internet connected devices.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey now. Hey now.
The Howard Stern Show.
Yeah.
Hello.
Karloff.
Can I help you?
Certainly. Karloff.
You want Carl?
Certainly.
Well, Carl's not home right now. He's at work. Would you like to leave a message?
That limey cocksucker can rot in hell for all I care.
Excuse me?
Karloff does not deserve to smell my shit.
Who the hell do you think you are? Hello?
How dare that asshole bring up Karloff? Bullshit. You think it takes talent to play Frankenstein?
Excuse me?
You think it takes talent to play Frankenstein?
Frankenstein?
It's all makeup and grunting.
Listen, you got
Karloff does not deserve to smell my shit.
You got some nerve to disturbing people like this early in the morning. What the hell? You know what? You know what?
Fuck
you need to get a job.
Fuck you!
Get a job,
Fuck
man.
you!
Earn a living.
Fuck you!
This is America.
Fuck you!
Yeah, fuck you. I'm telling Carl.
A lot of people wrote me about Miss Rachel. I was talking to you about that, and my grandson is into Miss Rachel.
Yes. What were the reactions to that?
Howard, I love hearing you talk about your grandkids. My wife and I just had our first. It's the most amazing thing. Yeah, I've got 3. It is the most amazing thing in the world, and we couldn't be happier. Seeing him grow brings us so much joy and happiness. We can't wait for the next day to see what he does next. Yeah, I don't remember my parents ever making a fuss over anything I did, but my daughters are good parents. They make a fuss over everything. Like, I'll literally get a video like, you just missed it. One of the kids picked their nose, and it's like, amazing. And it's kind of sweet,
It's very
really,
sweet.
Yeah. Some people try to convince me that the more you're sort of ignored and possibly even yelled at, that you become like stronger and then you're like this super successful person. But I don't buy that. I think you end up being neurotic and crazy like me.
No, I don't think that you have to go to that extreme. I mean, I meet a lot of people who've had a lot of deprivation in their lives, and they can turn out to be happy people.
Howard, my work has me in many houses per week with young toddlers, and every one of them has Miss Rachel on. Parents swear by her, so it's in Canada too. We grew up on Sesame Street, which was also educational. Yeah. Yeah, my kids were more Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers.
Big Bird. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was more, Captain Kangaroo, Soupy Sales, Three Stooges, and, that type of thing. Yeah. I think that's...
we missed Mr. Rogers. He wasn't our generation.
We had a guy in New York called Claude Kirshner who he was in a pretend 3-ring circus. He came out with a whip, and he was like the guy in the 3-ring circus, and he was on at 7 p.m. He would come out, and he had a puppet named Clowny. And Clowny talked like this. All these guys, none of them could do anything. It was like Claude Kirshner moved his lips. He was the world's worst ventriloquist, and he'd be like, "Hey kids, Clowny's here. Hey everybody," and I'm like, "Well, Claude, you're moving your lips." Clowny was sort of lame, but I begged my parents. They wanted to put me to bed at 7 a.m. I think they'd had enough. Enough of what? I guess yelling and screaming at me.
That was more time they didn't want to spend with you.
Put him to bed. I'm losing my voice from yelling at him. I know. I try to correct him and teach him all day. It's time for bed. I'd be like, please, let me just stay up and watch Claude Kirshner and Clowny, and they'd show cartoons. And he'd come out with those jompers. Is that what they're called? Like when you have those wide pants?
I don't know. Jodhpurs. Is that what the
Jodhpurs?
Yeah, kind of thing.
Pantaloonies. Like they're like, they're regular pants, but at your thigh, they balloon out.
It bells out. Yeah, it balloons out.
It's the fucking dumbest pants ever. And for some reason, the only people who wear these pants are guys who work in a circus, and they're the ringleader. The guy who stands in the middle of the ring with a whip. And sometimes those guys whip elephants, which is really cruel.
Horrible.
And my theory is they wear those pants so that they can look like elephants, because they look like 2 big elephant's ears on your thighs. And your penis looks like a trunk. That's the only thing I can figure out. Claude Kirshner, I go, he must stick out his penis and look like an elephant. But I was a weird little kid. I was always trying to figure things out because nobody explained anything. Hey, Dad, you think you might want to talk to me nicely about Claude Kirshner and why his pants are so wide? Shut up, you idiot. He works in a circus. Yeah, but why? Just because he works in the circus? Shut up. Shut up, go to bed. I just want to see Clowny. Clowny is lame. Clowny. I wish I got to go on the internet and see if they have Claude Kirshner and Clowny and see if Claude Kirshner was as bad a ventriloquist as I remember. You know what? I think he was one of those guys that didn't even bother being ventriloquist. He would just move his lips. He wouldn't even try.
Yeah, he wasn't even trying.
My guy was Paul Winchell. This fucking guy was unbelievable. He had Jerry Mahoney and Knucklehead
love that
Smith,
dog.
and he was a great.
Yeah.
And he was a great. You love what?
The dog.
The dog. Oh, you're talking about Farfel?
Yes.
Yeah, Farfel. N-E-S-T. Didn't he sing the N-E-S-T-L-E-S? Nestle's makes
was
the very best.
Nestle's guy.
Yeah, that's my favorite song.
Yeah, that's what he was always selling, the chocolate.
Yeah, every time I sit down with a guitar, I'll fuck this up because, you know. Where's my pick, Robin? What'd you do with it?
I didn't have it.
You stole my Howard Stern pick. I made Howard Stern picks. I sent them out to some friends over the holidays.
That's it.
That's it. And N-E-S-T-L-E-S, Nestle's makes the very best chocolate. I got to look up Claude Kirshner and see what my memory is right, because Clowney was bad. I was a bad ventriloquist too, so I guess I related. Claude Kirshner was my hero. Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm going to look it up after the show and see if his ventriloquism was better than I remembered or what. But Paul Winchell was my guy. This guy was a ventriloquist on TV. He had Farfel. He had Knucklehead Smith.
Yeah.
And Jerry Mahoney, and he was really good. And then he really became my hero, because years later when I went to interview him, because I wanted to meet him, turned out he invented the artificial heart. That's what a genius this guy was, Paul Winchell. Did you remember that?
I know he did something. I didn't know it was the artificial heart.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. For a while I was into journaling, and I even did like a collage of Paul Winchell. Like, to me, he was like the greatest entertainer. And I don't want to read too much about his personal life, because I just want to, I know I've learned to be very disappointed when I meet my heroes. Some of my heroes, although I got to admit, lately some of my heroes have not disappointed me.
I was going to say, I don't think it's all the time that you've been disappointed.
No. I mean, I met Paul McCartney, and he was cool. Really cool. And Steve Martin, it turns out, is like a great guy and has been incredibly encouraging to me in my career. It's the sweetest man ever on the planet. And then Eddie Vedder, I've gotten to know a bit, and he's better than you'd think. Like, he's even a greater guy than you'd even imagine. He sent me a Christmas gift, which I won't even mention on the air because you'd be jealous.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was fucking unbelievable. But aside from even the Christmas gift, he's a great guy. Generous of spirit, and what else? I don't know. Generous and loving. Ridiculous. I got to know Bruce Springsteen. He did not disappoint. So what can I say? Now, the ones that disappointed me, that's a laundry list too. But then again, most people who meet me are disappointed by me, and I know this because most people who meet me, I'm talking about, in my personal life, they never want to associate with me again, pretty much.
Stop it.
Yeah,
you just talked about people who associate with you.
That's a rare group. Stop. I could give you a list. I would love to give you the list of people who won't even speak to me anymore after meeting me. And it's not even like anything bad. I
won't
just
speak to you.
Yeah. I have a couple of great stories that wouldn't be fair to tell on the air, but it was almost like the Munsters are like. That happens. Not everybody hits it off in show business. People assume if you're in show business, you're going to hit it off. You don't.
It's interesting because while you're talking, I'm thinking about this documentary on Chevy Chase. I don't know if you've heard about it.
Oh, I've heard about it. Yeah, and Chevy is out promoting it, and they say he doesn't come off well in it.
Yeah, I'm like he's promoting it. He participated in its production, but it sort of indicates that he's not the greatest guy in the world.
I don't know. It's funny. That evoked some conversation with us this morning before the show when we were in our meeting,
Uh-huh.
And Gary reminded me that at my wedding, Chevy got up and made a speech, and he said a lot of people didn't think it was funny. I said, I thought it was hysterical. I loved it.
You were like the only one.
I was
Everybody
laughing.
was disgusted with Chevy.
I don't know. And I'm like, I don't know what everyone was talking about. I loved it. I mean, first of all.
I was sitting next to Donald Trump.
Yeah. And what did he say?
Donald Trump leaned over during Chevy's rant, and said, loser.
Did he? Oh, that's funny. I didn't feel that way about it. I thought first of all, I was honored that Chevy would get up and make a speech at my wedding. And here's a note. So Chevy Chase, I haven't seen the documentary. Chevy Chase's daughter calls him an asshole during the first 5 minutes of the documentary. Is it a joke?
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know. Because a lot of people have been commenting, yeah, he's always been a jerk and he still is, like that.
But I thought he was being a funny kind of, like he was being jerky at my wedding, but it was like, it was funny. Anyway, whatever. I'll have to watch it and then I'll comment. And I need to watch the Counting Crows documentary too, because one of my daughters was talking to me about it. She said it was pretty good. And I'll have to check it out. What is it, Jason?
I didn't know they had a
That's what I'm saying. I was at your wedding and heard the Chevy Chase.
Yeah, you know what? That's another thing.
What
were you doing there? And JD told me he was there too. I didn't even know you guys were there.
Benji, Richard,
everybody.
You were in love, dude. You were blinded by love. I have never laughed harder than during
the
Chevy Chase's
right?
speech.
Yeah.
I was just in awe of.
Exactly.
It was awesome.
So Jason and I are in a bit of a disagreement on this, right? It was weird. It was like if
you didn't think it. Wait a second. You didn't think it was funny when Chevy said I gave him anal warts?
Howard, it was your wedding, not a roast. If it was a roast, it would have been hysterical.
Oh, come on.
That's why it was weird, because half the group, half the audience, or whatever you want to call it, the guests, didn't understand that he was joking.
Right.
And that's why Donald leaned over and whispered in my ear, loser.
They thought that.
well, thank you for that.
He thought Chevy really thought Howard had anal warts.
No, it seemed
actually, he wasn't joking. I did give him anal warts.
But Howard, it was coming off the fact that you guys had a feud and you had made up, and it came across as like, oh, this is my chance to get him back. That's how it felt.
Oh, it didn't feel that way to me at all. But nevertheless,
I didn't think that thing. I just thought it was inappropriate. There had been it was like there was a certain feeling in the room, and then Chevy shows up.
Now I'll give you, because like I saw the commercial for the Chevy Chase thing, and I thought the first thing he says is hysterical. But you tell me, the woman interviewing him. This is a woman. She's interviewing him. And she says, I'm really trying to understand you or something. I'm really trying to reveal you, whatever she says. I don't remember what it is. And he goes, oh, you'll never do that. And she goes, why not? He goes, because you're not good enough. You're too stupid. I thought that was hysterical. Here, listen.
I'm just trying to figure you out.
No shit.
No shit. Well, yeah, you're interviewing me. Of course you're trying to figure me out.
It's not going to be easy for you.
Why is it not going to be easy?
You're not bright enough. How's that?
He couldn't have been for real when he said that. He's making a joke.
I'm on the fence about whether he's for real.
Howard,
well, if he's for real, then shame on him. But if he's making a joke, I thought he was doing it for the documentary to say, oh, everyone says I'm a prick, so here I'm being a prick. I don't know. Okay, but anyway, who gives a shit? I got my own problems. I don't have to sit there and watch. Thank you, boys. I was going to take a few phone calls, but I'm going to end the show. Just real quick in the family. Did I mean anything? Oh, here's a clip of Miss Rachel. Oh, yeah, because you don't know Miss Rachel. You don't have young kids around you. I got my grandson.
No, I seen her on Good Morning America.
Oh, you have?
I told you that. Yeah.
Here she is doing her thing, just for those of you who don't.
Peekaboo. What was that?
It's another business I should have been in. I'm working way too hard. Entertaining children. Like, I have to come up with really funny stuff. Like, if you listen to the last 3 hours, it isn't easy work to entertain you folks. I got to be on my game.
You people are jaded. You've been through a lot. You've seen a lot.
But when I read that Miss Rachel was worth $50 million doing this shit, I'm like, fuck. Hey, kids. What's happening? This video has 151 million views. I don't think I've put out anything with 151 million views.
Peekaboo. What was that?
Hey, kids, what's the sound? Moo, 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 moo. What is that shit? It's a cow.
See, the first time you hear that, you're bowled over because it's the first time you've heard anything.
My grandson thinks this is the greatest.
A dog makes that sound. I wonder where the dog is. Do you see it? Oh, the doggy was on my head.
You got to go over enunciate.
And I guess you're pointing to it too.
You know, when your audience is shitting in their pants, it's a lot easier.
It's easy.
It is. Just think about my career, having to go through everything with the FCC and like all the pressure and like trying to keep the ratings up and be number one and maintain number. Just do this. Head. That's your arm. Although I tried it with my grandson and I seem to have freaked him out because he started crying. He wasn't mesmerized like they do with Miss Rachel because I literally had 30 seconds in the car alone with him and I was doing Wheels on the Bus and he started crying right during it.
Yeah, but notice how she's talking. She's talking like a little kid.
Yeah, I did that.
That's the thing. You did?
I did like this. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and... That's pretty childlike. Round and round.
How many kids have a deep voice like that?
Well, what am I going to do? I mean...
That's the point. She goes... She's got that girl kitty voice.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. He needs to know his grandfather's masculine. I was like...
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round.
If you had done that, you'd have gotten out of that car seat.
I picked a way too hard career, I'm telling you, man. This would have been much better. This guy writes, Howard is my Miss Rachel. Been listening since my dad started letting me listen back in 1997. He said I could keep listening as long as I didn't tell my mom. Laugh out loud.
Shop.
Oh my God! Yeah! My cock is gone!
Howard 100.
Hey, while I got you here, Ronnie, this bothered me a little bit. I want you to be honest and tell me, you know what I'm going to bring up?
No idea.
Okay.
No.
Then how could he already have a reaction? Oh, boy.
Yeah, well, there's always something he's worried about with me.
No. You know,
something.
This bothered me a little bit, and I know it must have.
Fucking bothers you.
Well, let me tell you what it is. Maybe
you're bothered.
Maybe it bothered you too.
Bothers you. Everything bothers me. It bothers him.
I want to ask you a question about Mike Perlman.
Go ahead.
For real, seriously, about Mike Perlman. Yeah, Perlman.
Uh-oh.
So, this was weird piece of information.
Another sore spot. Go ahead.
Ronnie, when Ronnie lived in New York, obviously he had a whole life, and a lot of people were friends with Ronnie. Ronnie had a close circle of friends.
Yes.
So there's this weird thing going on. I wonder if Ronnie heard about it. Mike Perlman now, you got to hear this, Ron. I don't know if you heard about it. Mike Perlman now has become like taken over Ronnie's life here in New York. He took everyone out. He had a dinner the other night with Joe the cop, who was like Ronnie's best friend. Wayne Siegel.
And still is.
But listen to what I'm saying, Ron.
Yeah,
Perlman,
I heard about it.
You did hear about it? Who did you hear was at the dinner? I'll tell you who I heard.
Big Mike.
Big Mike. Go ahead. Joe the cop. Yeah.
Joe the cop.
Wayne.
My friend Paul.
Yeah, your friend Paul.
Yeah, my friend Paul.
Yeah. What's going on? It's like Perlman, like now becoming you.
He's now Ronnie.
Who the fuck knows? I didn't know about it till after the fact. Okay,
that's weird. Didn't it bother you a little bit?
Yeah, maybe it bothered me a little bit. What am I going to do about it? Who gives a shit? Okay.
Well, you do give a shit if it bothered you. Why did it bother you? Because it bothered me too.
I don't know what the point is with him. What is he trying to prove?
Mike? What are you trying to prove?
I'm not trying to prove because you listen to me. You were never friends with these fucking guys.
Yes, I was.
Ever.
No, you weren't.
Weren't. You would see
How
them.
did you meet them?
You would see them at work when they would do something at the show. You would see them. You didn't fucking hang out with them.
This
ever.
is like
when I lived in New York. You were never at one fucking dinner we went to.
Well, let me tell you something. Sal asked me to come out. There's a bunch of people. That's like the Long Island faction of the Stern Show. Some guys are from Connecticut. Some guys are from Jersey. Some guys are from Philly. This is like all the people from Long Island. Sal asked me to come out.
Mike, everyone at the dinner knew each other through Ronnie. It was all Ronnie's friends. You know what I mean?
And it was
like. It's like you're becoming Ronnie or something.
No,
you know?
it was kind of awkward, Howard, because everybody, as you said, everybody.
It was kind of awkward, but he was there.
What do you mean? Joe, I mean, Ronnie, I know all those guys.
Joe. Wait a minute.
Joe. I've known all those guys
wait a minute.
Since I've worked here.
Perlman, where'd you throw? I don't know even though where you threw the dinner. I'll bet I know where you threw the dinner.
I didn't throw it.
No, you did.
No,
you did throw it. Yeah, you did.
Go ahead. Where was the dinner?
Chris and Tony's.
Chris
for
and
sure.
Tony's? Yeah, but I didn't throw it.
Okay.
That was the
Ronnie,
first time.
wasn't that the restaurant with your buddies that you would go to Chris and Tony's?
Well, I met them through you.
Yeah, but wasn't that all your whole
This guy's
scene?
been around for years. Chris and Tony's been around for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's going on with Perlman all of a sudden doing
I
anything
have
you
no
do?
idea. I have no clue.
It's not. There's nothing to it. I'm friendly with Sal, and I'm friendly with all those guys that were at the dinner.
No, you're not
Yes,
friendly with those guys.
I know all them. I've
You're
spoken
friendly
to
with
them.
Sal because you work with Sal.
And so
okay?
what? So Sal asked me to come out. And what's the difference how you're friends with them compared to how I'm friends with them? Because you've known them longer.
Ronnie, what is going on with
I
this?
didn't even say. Did I say a word about this to
I'm
begin
bringing
with?
it
You
up.
fucking asshole.
I would have loved for you to have been there. To be honest with you, you know what, Howard? It reminded me of like a, you go out to dinner. You know when you go to like a funeral and then you go out to dinner with the family and friends afterwards, and everyone there. I don't mean to sound morbid, but everyone there is linked through that person that passed away. It was kind of like everybody was there, and we were all talking about how much we
you're
love.
not funny.
I'm just saying, everybody was talking about how much. I'm not trying to be
You're not
funny.
fucking
So you
funny.
guys, when you guys all,
Perlman, you're not
what
funny.
you say, Mike, you say when you all get together, it's like a funeral because it's like you're all talking about Ronnie because
Yes.
you all know Ronnie.
And
And it's
how
like
great
weird that
Ronnie-
Ronnie's on. It's like Ronnie died and went to Vegas.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, I died.
Right.
Yes,
Exactly.
I did.
I'm sitting across from
Yeah,
Ronnie's.
I'm in a fucking casket,
dude.
Fine. Yeah.
I'm sitting
Yeah,
across from
exactly.
Ronnie's neighbors. There's the lovely couple that was sitting there talking about how Ronnie made him a meat sauce when they came to Vegas. I didn't know that Ronnie cooks.
He's a great cook.
Just very nice people. Everybody was very nice. And Joe was like the guy that kind of brought me into the group. Joe's like, listen, we're gonna go out. We're gonna do more things.
Are you getting really close to Joe?
Yeah, I like
that
Joe
must
a lot.
really. Wow.
Joe's a great
You guys
guy.
hang, huh?
Well, I'm a
you
little.
know,
Go ahead.
I heard something. I don't even know if I should say this, but I heard something about the dinner. This is going to drive Ronnie crazy. I'm sorry, Ron.
Yeah,
Maybe you want to.
it's going to drive me crazy. Yeah.
Joe the cop told Mike that his relationship with Ronnie changed after he was on the air with me.
I heard that.
Yeah,
And
he said
really?
Ronnie. Yeah, a little bit.
He said, listen, after that whole thing, Joe came on the air, that whole share thing, he said their relationship has not been the same. And it kind of reminded me of the bagel scenario with me and Ronnie. Like, since the bagel thing happened, our
Perlman,
relationship
you're a
has never
fucking
been the
asshole.
same.
You don't know that. You have no idea what you're talking about, dude.
You
make up bullshit just to get on the fucking air.
Mike,
I know you make up
I
bullshit.
didn't say anything about this to
Joe
anybody.
would
They
never
asked me
fucking
about
talk
this.
about our relationship like that, okay? I've been friends with Joe since you were a fucking baby when I was friends with Joe.
He texted
okay?
me that. I can show you the text if you want.
Yeah,
He even
okay,
said,
good.
it's
Yeah.
okay to tell that Ronnie
So,
was.
Mike,
he gave me
now that
permission.
Ronnie's not around anymore, it seems to me that now Joe is getting closer and closer to you, and is sort of you're in the group now, and you go to all the dinners,
Well,
right?
listen, I don't want to piss Ronnie off. I would love for him to be there. I really would.
Oh,
It
I don't
felt
want to
like-
piss Ronnie
it felt
off.
like a missing
No.
link. But it did feel like these guys would like kind of like, Joe and everybody, they were just kind of like shooing me in for Ronnie. You know what I mean? This was like, I was taking his spot.
All right. Well, all right. Well, that's what happens when somebody
Hey,
leaves.
you know what? You know what?
Yep.
Enjoy
Go
the
ahead.
spot. Enjoy the spot.
I want you to be
come
there
on.
too.
Enjoy the fucking spot.
You've been replaced.
I had a
Good.
feeling you were hurt about this. I had a feeling, and I was right.
I'm
I
not
was right.
hurt.
You're hurt.
Not
I hear
fucking
it. You're hurt. You sound like a guy who's
Not
hurt.
fucking
In fact,
hurt. Yeah,
Ronnie,
okay.
Now to do an impression of Mike Perlman and Ronnie fighting about the dinner with Joe.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Is our own Steve Nowicki. Go ahead,
I'm
Steve.
not fucking hurt about any of this fucking shit. Now, you know what's funny about going out to dinner with all of Ronnie's friends when Ronnie's not there and taking his spot is like, everybody's kind of hanging there. They're talking stories about Ronnie. Ronnie made me meat sauce. Ronnie, I bought an umbrella off of Ronnie once. They're not your fucking friends, man. I was fucking friends with Joe. No, go fuck yourself, dude. I was fucking friends with Joe when you were fucking sperm. You weren't even fucking born, dude. It's nice.
You're saying that, Ronnie, you were friends with Joe when Mike Perlman was in his dad's ball sack, right?
That's right. Fucking swimming around with balls and shit, man. And me and Joe were good fucking buddies. So go fuck yourself. You're not funny, Perlman.
But Ronnie, it is concerning. I mean, I remember before the break, Mike was talking about how, like, if anything ever happened to you, he would go comfort Stephanie and all this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's, you know what I mean? That to me is out of line.
Really moving in there.
He's stepping in early. Ronnie's not even gone yet.
He's like that's what I mean. Yeah, Mike. I want you to promise Ronnie right now you're not going to step in on Stephanie if anything happens to
I
him.
promise.
No, he said he would at the Shiva. I interviewed him, and Perlman was all over that. All over it.
You're a jerk. You're another jerk off.
Listen, I'm a good guy.
Yeah, you're not a good guy,
I agree
dude.
that Perlman has crossed the line.
You're a puppet master, dude. I keep telling you that.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, it seems like you've kind of taken on a lot of Ronnie's life in New York. You're
Well,
now
good for
having
him.
dinner with his
Enjoy.
inner circle. Yeah,
Enjoy.
And I can tell I had a feeling Ronnie might be upset about it, and I was right. I was right. And
you're right.
I was, Ron, and it's okay. I know
Ronnie
you.
dinner. It was a Ronnie dinner.
Without Ronnie?
And as
Mike
Ronnie says,
as Ronnie.
well, also,
Now for Ronnie.
Now it's a
those are all
Perlman
Ronnie's
dinner.
friends, and Mike never was friends with those guys, and now all of a sudden
You don't know his neighbors, do you?
I was talking with his neighbors all night,
Yeah,
right?
they're
They were
lovely.
sitting across the table from me.
They were lovely people.
I mean, Ronnie, that's got to irk you. He's busy talking to your neighbors about you.
They're not my neighbors, by the way.
They were his neighbors.
I don't know. They weren't my neighbors, dude.
Perlman's sitting there with them like, what's funny about Ronnie? Like, he got these shirts that are like different colors. It's almost like an Easter egg. Like, Perlman's just sitting there goofing on Ronnie.
Perlman's hanging out with all of Ronnie's friends, and Ronnie's hanging out with High Pitch in Vegas. It's it's quite the flip.
Yeah. Vegas.
Well, next thing I know, Mike's going to be getting like a salamander tattoo like Ronnie.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for
We'll
him.
see.
Well, Joe did say that for the next dinner, you're on deck, Ronnie, if anything opens up for the next dinner.
Good for Joe.
You're on the wait list.
Yeah, I'm on a wait list. All right.
You're so funny.
Ronnie, just to put a cap on this, is there any truth to what Joe says? Ever since you heard him on the air with Cher, that you kind of feel a little differently about Joe?
No. Joe's always
No?
been a prankster.
All right. Okay. Mike, you think there's a little something going on
Yeah,
there?
Joe. The word Joe used was Ronnie gets very territorial. So he said that he gets upset when you step into certain areas with Ronnie, and I'm familiar with that with Ronnie too. So I hope they patch it up though. Joe's a funny guy, and
There's
Ronnie's
nothing
a funny
to patch up, asshole.
I can help with
he
that.
tends to feel that Joe feels that something's up.
Okay, good. Well, you fucking move in and take my place then. What can I say? You'll do a
I
better
don't want
job.
to take your place.
Go ahead.
I want you there with us, dude. That's
I don't need to be there. I don't need to be there.
All
If I wanted to be there, I would still be there.
All right.
Mike, can I ask you a question? I don't want to get anyone upset, but do you think you're better friends with Joe now than Ronnie at this point? Like, have you moved up in Joe's mind as a closer
I
friend?
think so. Yeah, I think Joe looks at me as like Ronnie now. Like I'm the guy that
Dude, there's something wrong with you. You're a sick bastard.
You're young Ronnie.
Ah.
How often do you talk to Joe?
We text every once in a while. Not that much, but we. He's like
Does
a
Joe
prankster.
ever ask you? Does Joe ever ask you about working out and stuff and get advice from you? Because I know you're good in the gym.
No, basically everything's about Ronnie. It's basically just all Ronnie discussions and stuff about him.
Yeah, Joe accidentally called me Ronnie 10 times during dinner.
Do you talk on the phone with him?
No, not really. I have. But not really.
At night, you guys talk on the phone for like half an hour, right?
Yeah. Okay, Blake.
All right.
Yeah.
Well.
You know what? I'm going to patch things up with you and Joe. I'm going to organize a Zoom with the three of us.
There's nothing to organize,
There
dude.
is.
Don't even start that shit.
I'm gonna mend bridges between you guys. I'm good like
well,
that.
that's very nice.
You're not Howard, dude. So calm down.
I'm John
okay?
Blitz.
You're not fucking Howard.
No. But
Right.
I've been
You're
reading.
not
He's
fucking
good at that.
Howard,
He's good
okay?
at that.
I'm good
You're
at
not
that.
mending anything.
I can mend it.
Okay.
I read a book on
Yeah.
mending
There you go.
friendships.
Yeah,
You're not
you
meant-
read
Well,
a book
anyway.
you read a book on everything.
Yes.
That's your problem.
I love reading.
Blit comes out here, and it's when he comes out to my house here to do something, it's like total turmoil. It's annoying as fuck.
It's wonderful. It's a beautiful turmoil.
The other day, Sal and Mamet were here. We did something. We had a great time. We had fun. With this guy, you don't have fun.
It's a different kind of fun.
Everything is fucking about the show and doing, everything's about the show.
He's working.
And,
Oh, yeah. That's kind of his job.
They were working. No, they
Everything
were
is
working
about the
also,
show.
but
What's the matter
they were
with
working
you?
also, dude. But it was all
Yeah.
it was fun and it was it was not fucking bullshit.
Who
like
wants
when
you having
Blit does
fun?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Fun.
Who wants me
It
having
was-
fun? Yeah.
Yeah,
Blit,
fun.
you're not fun.
I'm a unique kind of fun.
Blit, based on Ronnie's story, you're getting a raise, and the other two are getting fired.
Thank you.
There you go.
I don't want to hear the fun audio. I want to hear the miserable audio.
Yeah, everything with this guy is work. I don't know.
It's fucking total turmoil.
Yeah. Okay.
Howard 100.
Yeah, right there.
Chico, you're on the air. Chico in Michigan. Everyone loves Chico.
What are the Marx Brothers?
That's right.
Hey, Howard,
Chico.
how are you doing today?
Chico, is that a nickname or was that your God-given name?
That was a nickname by some buddies of mine from back in the day.
Nice. It's a good nickname.
I was the only Latino friend of theirs, and that's how they identified me.
Of course. This is what's going
You
on in
had to
America.
be Chico, yes.
You see a Latino, and right away he's Chico. You know how many Chicos there are in the United
Exactly.
States? 5 million, because every white guy goes, hey, let's just call him Chico. I'm not going to bother remember his name.
Yeah, I could have
Go
been
ahead.
Hector or Jorge, so I guess Chico ain't half bad.
Right. Chico's a good name. Chico, what can I do for you in Michigan?
So you were talking earlier about great songwriters and stuff like that, or on that songwriting thing. I wanted to get your take on Billy Joel and his health issues and the revelations about his suicide attempts back in, I think it was in the early 70s.
Look,
I don't know if you've
number
been
one,
following any of that.
I did. I saw that Billy spoke about it. First of all, Chico, I am not a Billy Joel spokesperson. I am friendly with Billy, and he's a terrific guy. I can't tell you what a sweetheart he is. I told you, one of the most moving things in my life to this day, and I still talk about it, is he donated the proceeds to one of his Madison Square Garden concerts to the North Shore Animal League. He did it for me, and he did it for Beth, and he did it because he loves animals. But that was like $1 million or something crazy, because he knew we were trying to build a facility to help animals, and he wanted to be a part of it. And it was the most moving gesture, more than a gesture, that anybody's ever done. All the year, Gary Delabate hoards all his money and spends it on his teeth. Billy Joel graciously gives his money.
Gary got put together $1 million and got teeth.
Yeah, he did a concert and no, he used
Selfish
with
bastard,
photo shoot.
Gary.
So Billy Joel to me is a very special guy, and we are in contact. We do email each other. We saw each other for dinner recently, and as I said on the air, he was in great spirits. He is, people are like, "Oh, is Billy dying?" He is far from dead. He's doing great, and we had a great time. In fact, I don't think he'd mind me telling you, he emailed me the other day the name of a classical guitarist. He said, Howard, I want you to take a look at this performance by this classical guitarist. And I'll tell you what, you can talk about the greatest guitar players of all time, Eddie Van Halen. You could talk about Jimi Hendrix, and I love these guys. But this woman was a child prodigy. She plays the guitar. What is her name? I told it to you guys this morning. He sent me a video of her playing
Was
Let
she
me-
a Spanish woman?
No, her name was not Chico. Her name is
Chica.
Yeah, Chica, I believe her name is. But, her name is Anna Vidovic. V-I-D, Anna Vidovic, who, by the way, is some good-looking girl. But forget that.
She's alive now.
She's alive now. I'm going to go see her in concert. Never mind anybody else. That I go to. What is the name of the song I told you, Jason, that Billy turned me on to? A performance of hers. You got to look this up on Google. It's on Google.
I'm going to butcher this.
Go ahead.
Domenico Scarletti?
Yeah. But what's the name of the full song?
Oh, shit. I don't know. It was something minor in E. I got to go look it back.
No. What's the matter with you? Come on. We just had it up on the computer. What is it? Come back and tell me.
Okay.
What's the matter with him?
The reason I thought it might be somebody older was because I was listening to something about the history of the guitar, and women had a lot to do with the making of the guitar.
That's what Billy Joel told me, too. He sent me the names of two, the guitar players who are dead now, but there were two women.
Yeah.
But anyway, this Anna Vidovic, what is her song? That
Sonata in E major?
Yeah, look that up. I'm telling you, it'll blow you away.
It's really
Fred,
cool.
do you know her work?
I do, and she's quite special. I've tried to pick up some tips from her.
Right.
There's this
I
one
watch her
song.
videos.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, she's great. Anyway, so getting back to Billy, he sent me this, and I watched it, and I was blown away, and I told him that. But I am not his spokesperson, but I can tell you from my viewpoint, he was doing great. Yes, as he announced, he has health issues, and that's why he had to stop doing concerts. But he's doing okay. Now, as far as anything about his revelations, that I don't know anything about.
Yeah. Is he putting out a book or something? Because there were a
No.
few things that, where's that from? An article? Because
There's like
he's
a
talking
two-part
about things from his
documentary that's supposed to be coming out on HBO Max.
Yeah, Billy did a document. They interviewed me for it. I don't know how many years ago. I don't know. I'm in it for 3 seconds. I talk for 7 hours to the interviewer, but I'm in it for 3 seconds, which is fine. I don't even know what I'm doing in it.
Look,
But
there's
I'm
a
in
lot of people to talk about Billy. You gotta.
Yeah.
You're in there.
But I'm in there, and yeah, I understand it's coming. I haven't seen it though. All right, Chico. I know that's not much information, but that's all I know. That's it. That's all I got.
No, I appreciate it, Howard. You did such a fantastic interview with them. I think you've been in the room like twice, 3 times now.
3 times.
And every single time it's just amazing. They should have had you do the documentary. You would have done it right.
Of course.
You think
But
the
listen.
documentary's not right? Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have.
Well,
Chico, why are you saying
you're
I
talking
should
the
have
king
done
of all
that?
media here.
Yeah. Well,
the king of all
listen,
media.
Chico, and I call you Chico out of love because, of course, you're
Thank you.
Hispanic. Yeah, Chico, that's what I know about Billy Joel. And let's face it, when it comes to great musicians, there's the guy. He's in the top 5. I mean, my God,
He's phenomenal. He's phenomenal. And
phenomenal.
Just,
All right.
Yeah.
And the fact that I know the man is a great honor. Okay, that's it for me. Leave me alone, Chico. They said they named him Chico because he's Hispanic. You understand?
Howard Stern. Howard 100.
Gary saw the Bruce Springsteen movie, and
Thank you.
Hello.
Next week, when Howard returns.
I have a big announcement.
For the first time in 42 years.
I never do this.
Baba Booey.
How you doing? This is Gary.
Stern Show executive producer.
I'm taking a chance on this one.
Gary Delabate.
I'm about to provide you with an unlimited source of comedy.
Will be screening your phone calls.
Idiot Central. Head idiot speaking.
Baba Booey screens your calls.
You've got 30 seconds. Start now. You got 30 seconds. Go.
I got a really disturbing phone call.
Only on The Howard Stern Show.
Tired of the same old game night? Switch things up with Chumba Casino. Play over 200 free online social casino games. From classic slots and blackjack to exclusive in-house favorites you won't find anywhere else. However long you got, you can play your way, anytime, anywhere. Make your next chill night a little more fun with Chumba Casino. Only available in permitted states. No purchase necessary. See terms and conditions for details. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21+.
If you're thinking about a hybrid vehicle,
I love my Hyundai so much I put it in the garage, but I did not want it to be affected by the elements because it's too good a car for that. I'm thinking about getting a second Hyundai. I have one. I think I'm going to go get the Ioniq, which is a full electric car, and I absolutely adored.
the Hyundai Palisade is another one of these cars that I think you should look into, Gary. It is comfortable. The interior is so remarkable, and a hybrid engine gets an EPA estimated 619 miles of range on select trims. The Palisade, listen to this, has an available class-exclusive dash camera. You need that. Smoother, safer drive, available H-Track all-wheel drive, available front and second row relaxation seat to help reduce fatigue. You get seating up to 8 people, the latest cutting-edge technology. It's a beautiful car. Check out all the Hyundais, but Hyundai Palisade at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete detail. It's Hyundai.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. He was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had the foresight to get life insurance. Because we had the 2 small children, he decided it was important to get it to make sure that we would have enough in case anything ever happened. The bills were covered, the mortgage was paid, so I could focus on my kids. With Ethos, getting life insurance is fast, affordable, and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exam, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. We truly don't know how much time we have. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the time and the space we needed to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/quote. That's ethos.com/quote. Ethos.com/quote. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Robin's birthday shoutouts. Birthday and anniversary list begins with a birthday wish for Robin Snockers. Robin turning 30 today.
Robin Slavia Majora is 40 today.
30th birthday to Robin Sputtle from your husband, Captain Dennis, and your sons, Howard and Fred.
The Howard Stern Show.
A friendly reminder from The Howard Stern Show to file your taxes by Wednesday, April 15th.
Why is that?
Because you could receive a refund to blow on strippers.
JD, you're upsetting me. You spent $800 on a stripper.
I know.
That was a little bit of your money and the tax refund money.
Yes.
Wow.
Trust me, it was a long walk to the train that night.
When did you realize what an idiot you had been for this girl?
Probably like 2 seconds after I left. She got me at a very vulnerable moment in my drunkenness.
What have you learned?
I know not to spend that kind of money when you don't have that kind of money.
Happy Tax Day from The Howard Stern Show.
Hardy har har, assholes. Yuck it up.
I'm excited when Maren Morris comes here, and I know how hard it is to put together music and put together a new album. It's probably torture, quite frankly. Would you describe it, Maren? Hi, Maren.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are
Good to
you?
see you. Good, I guess. Yeah. Now that you're here, I'm good. So I was saying, putting together a new album where you come up with new songs that have never existed before, I see it as pure torture. Am I correct?
I think you're halfway there. I think starting a new album is torture. Starting the writing process, because you just don't know what it's going to be, how it's going to sound. And it's so hard to get that first song out and clear the cobwebs and just know that you can still do this.
I'm reading this book by Mike Campbell. He's the guitar player in Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. He just put out a book. And he's describing their third album and what it took to record. They would sit there and test the drums and but for days on end just to do one song. The amount of effort is mind-blowing to me because we think these things happen spontaneously. Is it still like that? Is it just months? How long to work on this new album?
I mean, it doesn't seem linear at this point for me because the first song technically of this record that was written was back in early 2023. And my life looked very different back then. And then the last song I added to the project was this past November. So it's still pretty new and fresh to me in my ears. But it took about almost 3 years. I feel like I always go 3 years between records.
And do you
that's
find
my
yourself?
cycle.
Do you go like, oh shit, this is going to take up 3 years of my life? What if people don't like it? Do you get filled with insecurity, and then you're like, is this a waste of time, or am I doing something good here? Is it filled with insecurity?
I think, to sort of circle back, once those first few songs are out and you've written them and you have the demos back, I think that's when I'm like, okay, I still know what I'm doing. The muscle just hasn't been used in a while. But yeah, I mean, this is the first album in a very long time where I have not had those doubts or insecurities about people liking it or not. I guess because I removed the part of the equation of needing them to like it or not.
Yeah. How many songs do you reject? Do you sit there and write, is it 1,000 songs and then say, out of 1,000, these 5 or 7 are good?
Yeah. I mean, I think I'd have to ask my publisher, but I think this record, to whittle it down to what we were left with, it probably came from like 90 or 95 songs that I just wrote over those years and then whittled down to the meat, the leanness.
Really? So how do you know when it just kind of hits you, go, this one is just not that good? You have to kind of be very honest with yourself and say, yeah, I've worked on this for weeks and it's just not, it's not killer.
I mean, there's certainly songs I write, and I think it's part of the process, the creative process, that are just completely shit. And you have to sort of allow yourself to be that for the day. And just, it's part of getting to the next thing. The next song is just, this one sucks. And you don't even have to finish it. Sometimes if you know it's shit, it was just about putting pen to paper that day.
Right.
You don't have to finish it. But I think when I am thinning out the amount of songs to make a record, and I see the storyline that's forming, I think when I take certain songs off the plate, it's because I'm hearing redundancies, and there's like 5 songs that all are tackling the same subject. And I go through the 5 and I'm like, which one perfectly and in the most emotional way encapsulates this feeling? Because these other 4 aren't as succinct or what have you. It just depends. I mean, it's all like my decision. So sometimes I wonder about bands, how they sort of fine tune and get down to the 13 songs for the album. Because with me, it's my writing. And yes, I work with co-writers and producers and musicians to make that final product, but I have to be the one that has the red pen at the end of the day.
Yeah, you wonder like how crazy it must have been for like the Rolling Stones, because like Mick Jagger isn't the final word, or maybe he is, because in this Tom Petty book, Tom Petty at one point said to his band, hey, you guys, it is now Tom Petty making all the decisions. You guys are the band, and I make all the decisions. In a way, maybe that's the way it has to be. It can't be so democratic.
Yeah. Or, I mean, Fleetwood Mac, it's like everyone was such a great songwriter, and all the songs they were compiling were just so earth-shatteringly quality and testaments of, just songwriting capability, but also tests of time. But then, obviously, I guess we know that didn't work out. But obviously left behind this incredible music.
Well, I think about George Harrison in the Beatles. Like, this guy was a brilliant songwriter, and he got completely overshadowed by McCartney and Lennon. And then, like, it must have been horribly frustrating for him to have to sit there and, listen to these guys' songs and not really. He got to contribute 1 song per album.
Right. Yeah.
Probably tough for him,
It seemed like it was.
As a songwriter, does every song have to be about you personally? Like, for example, I was listening to Bruce Springsteen's Nebraska, and the way he wrote that was he was watching a TV show, and he kind of imagined himself in a scenario. Do you make up scenarios, or is everything very highly personal with you?
I mean, I think it's becoming more personal now. I think because, and I talked about this with you before, but when I moved to Nashville 12 years ago, I did not want to be an artist. I wanted to write songs for other artists. So I had to learn how to empathize, even with someone I've never met, through what they might be going through, and write from their perspective and hope that they hear themselves in it. It was a very roundabout way of writing, but that's how most working songwriters exist.
So what would you do? Would you like sit in Nashville and listen to, let's say, I don't know, like a like a Lady Gaga album and say, oh, here's how she might like a song.
Yeah.
I'll try to channel her and sing something that she would be into. Right? What a weird way to write, but maybe that's the answer. I don't know.
I also wasn't that successful as a songwriter for other people. Like I had some, mild success having really big artists record songs that I've written, but I'll go even creepier where I would read interviews that artists would give to publications or TV interviews, whatever, late nights. And I would pour through whatever they had just experienced and I would write it down like a psychopath and be like, okay, I'm writing with this girl today. She just got engaged. She's from this part of the country. And I would start to use that to fill in the gaps of what we would maybe write about. And I think that's probably taking it a step too far because it would be, more personal if it's just your own story and they hear it through you. I think that's when I've been the most successful is someone records a song because I wrote it about myself, but they just were so enamored with my take on it that they wanted to record it themselves, if that makes sense.
Was that a depressing time in your life living in Nashville? Because I know Nashville is just packed with every great fucking song. Like everyone, if someone's working in a restaurant, they're a songwriter. If they're collecting garbage, they're a songwriter. It's like, is it like, do you ever just say to yourself, this is just too competitive of an industry? Everybody here in Nashville is awesome. It's got to be debilitating in some way.
Yeah, I don't think I ever went through the, I don't deserve to be here moment, but I definitely was humbled when I moved to Nashville because I just grew up singing and touring all through my teen years. So when I moved to Nashville at 23, I had this, arrogance about me of yeah, but I'm different. And I think everyone has to go through that a little bit. And yes, you can be different and you can bring something unique to the table. I think that's, why I'm still making music and being able to tour. But I think, it was a big, okay, get in line because you just got here and there's a lot more people in front of you that are talented as well. And so I think that's when songwriting really became my superpower was, first off, it's how I made friends because I knew virtually no one when I got there. And I was just able to kind of find myself as a writer and as a human being through those sort of blind date co-writes and learn pieces of how this person structures a song or how they hear melody or how they even come up with a lyric idea. And I think it's all just, you're a sponge to all of it, but you're copying everyone to make your own thing in the crucible of who you are. But yeah, I still even at 35 and, I'm about to put my fourth record out. I still have those moments of do I have my eye on the ball creatively? And I think that's, a good question to always ask yourself. But ultimately, I don't know if it's a good dose of delusion or just wisdom over the years, but I do know who I am. And I know that the way I write songs is unique to me. And people still show up to the writing sessions with me. So I consider that a win.
You know what it sounds like to me when you describe Nashville in those years? Like a kid who plays in high school ball. Then he gets to go to college because he gets a scholarship and he's really good. But some of the guys in college are better. And then he tries to get into the pros. And all of a sudden the pros, everyone's as good as him. And it's really almost impossible. And he never makes it into the NFL or the NBA or something. It's like that rare. If you ever stopped when you were young to consider what the odds are of you becoming a successful musician, you probably would have left. It's isn't it mind-blowing how few people really get to where you were at?
Or I was going to say, it's kind of like when you go to Los Angeles and everyone's hot and you're like, oh, it's every person from their hometown that was the hottest person in the hometown all moved to LA and they kind of get humbled because everyone is hot. So that was my much more superficial version of what you just said. But
no, it's even the porn industry is filled with stories of that. People go to become actresses or actors and then suddenly they can't even, everyone there has a career and no one's even paying attention to them. But in high school, they were the beauty queen or beauty king or whatever the hell they were. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's so damn difficult.
Yeah, I think like what kind of humbled me, other than just, I knew I had a voice that was unique, yada yada. I think what you have to build is like your point of view, but also, I was I wasn't like coming to Nashville with the hopes of being an artist. I think because I was just so over it by that point that it made me have to come up with something other than like a public facing thing about myself. It had to be that the way I structure something is unique, or the way I tell a story is unlike anyone else. And that's kind of how I ended up in the rooms with artists that I did, was because I just wasn't trying to follow the radio. I was just attempting to do a weird thing that hopefully someone would be attracted to. But I loved.
When you got to Nashville, how long did it take before you could sit in a room with some big star? Like, who was the first big star you sat in a room with and got to work with? Like what was the period of time like?
I think it was pretty early, and I will say, like, I was maybe a little big for my britches, but I was doing my thing, and I think it was within like a year and a half that my publisher got a call that Carrie Underwood wanted to write with me, and that was my first big like artist to be in the room with, and I had never even had a song recorded by her, so I felt like that was a really great sign that she just had heard something I had written and loved and was like, I want to know who wrote this and write with them. So that was like, that's usually how it works.
That's how it works. So like you were sent to a room or some office or something, and you and Carrie Underwood sat, got to know each other a little bit. And then is there an awkward phase like, I'm having this idea? Or do you whip out your guitar? Do you just start to like play her some riffs or something that you'd come up with? What do you do?
Yeah.
When you're in the room with her?
It was pretty storybook. I mean, even though like the songs never got recorded that we wrote, it was such a good, it was an amazing opportunity, first off, because I think I had maybe one song that like Tim McGraw had recorded. And then I'm in a room with Carrie, and I just was like, okay, I have to come on with several ideas because I don't want to waste her time. I don't know how long I have her for. This is my first time with a really big artist in this capacity. So I brought in a couple of ideas that I thought she would grab onto or understand. And she's an amazing songwriter. And like we wrote 2 songs that day. And I still like, I could probably find them deep in my inbox somewhere in my email, but I'm kind of relieved she didn't record them because I just would have gotten even more arrogant if I, on the first bat, artist co-write, gotten 2 cuts.
But aren't you so discouraged at that point? Because you're like, wow, I just spent, I don't know how long you spent with her, but you spent all this time with her. You wrote these songs and then they never get recorded. It's like heartbreaking in a sense.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's just, you have to grow such an armor to disappointment that you just almost in some weird ass way, you have to be like, at least I got in the room, because that means I'm going to get in the next room. So
did you get paid for that? Do you get paid by when you're just, a songwriter? You weren't the artist you are now. You were a songwriter. Do they pay you to go in and write with Carrie Underwood, or it's based on, hey, if we come up with something, then otherwise it's just like fishing. You don't get any money.
No, songwriters don't get paid.
Like you don't get paid.
No, I think that's the name of the game. Is like songwriters are usually the last people to get paid. Everyone gets.
So how
paid
do you survive those years? How did you survive those years? Like you get into Nashville. How are you making money? Even did you have enough money to live for a while?
I had enough money to get by for like 7 months, and then that was running out. And I got my publishing deal basically with like $200 left in my checking account. And I knew how to stretch $1. So, I mean, I was able, and I had 2 roommates that were Craigslist roommates, didn't, know them, but we're all just in our early 20s.
Did you like them?
Neither of them were writers. Did I what?
Did you like them? Your roommates?
Yeah, I mean, it was like in a really dilapidated house in East Nashville. And I sort of had my like Pretty in Pink moment where my friends would drop me off a block away from the house because I was like, I don't want you to see where I live. But yeah, it was that kind of thing. But I look back on it now and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is how I would have done it all over again. Because if I had, family money coming into Nashville to like scrape and scrap and be a writer or an artist even and get some record deal, like the songs wouldn't have been the same. The stories wouldn't have been the same. So I think I got my publishing deal and I lived off of an advance. So it's like recoupable.
What is a publishing deal? They'll front you some money and say, we believe in you as a songwriter, so we're going to give you some money, and it's held against you. In other words, it's like credit cards. If you have a hit song, we'll take it out of there. Is that the idea?
So
I see.
Songwriters are not going to see a big check from a PRO unless they have a single on the album and the single has charted. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely like, and there are amazing organizations that really rally for writers because the song doesn't fucking exist without you writing it. But, yeah, there are a couple like really big songwriters that I'm friends with that will not go into a session without being paid, which I mean, is sort of a new concept to be like, I don't even walk in the room, even if you don't record the song. I'm not walking into the session without this number, like a day rate, essentially.
When you started to record your own music and the first time when you get signed to a record company and they put you in a recording studio, were you completely a fish out of water? Because I've heard from other artists, it's one thing to go out and play live, but when you get into a recording studio, you got to have a whole other set of chops and skills. And like people are sometimes flabbergasted and just kind of humiliated by the recording studio experience.
Yeah, I mean, I think because the way that a lot of people in LA and Nashville write songs, you're writing with someone who builds on a console or at a desk, like a track, or on their laptop with speakers. So a lot of times I was used to being in maybe not the flashiest recording studio, but a studio. And I would record vocals for the demo. I would record all my harmonies and put down whatever guitars for the demo, and then like a friend or person I'm writing with will add everything else, and then I have almost like a full demo that sounds like it could be on the record. So I was really familiar with a recording studio by the time I was signed to a major label. But yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people, and I feel for these sort of TikTok stars that maybe just write these songs and record these videos in their room and they're airing it all out and it might go viral or it might be a huge hit, but they don't know how to be in a studio yet or on stage and interact with a crowd, or like there's so much of that like ugly schlepping and like living in a shitty van with your band that's like so dear to my heart and really builds character and also, confidence, because I kind of, I'm 35, so like TikTok is like really useful and I use it more passively as like just someone that binges it. But I think like, thank God no one was looking at my shitty like youth phase of really being bad.
You're so right.
And building it. And I got to do that under the cloak of, I don't know, being a Luddite in some way. I was like, I don't know much about much, but I was like, thank God no one got to see those awkward phases because I was able to have some, in
other words, the experience of going out and even like getting hired at some bar and playing to 7 drunks, that lets you work out all your shit. I mean, you really, and you learn how to entertain 7 drunks and you learn how to get, so by the time you do go in front of a big audience, you know what the hell you're doing.
Exactly.
You're right. A guy goes on TikTok now and he's performing. You're not even hearing really the finished product. It's kind of a weird thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the song might have been so much better even.
I know. I mean, I love a good like awkward phase of a song. I mean, it's nice to see something grow. And I think there's such a finality to having it already out in the world because it's like you can't get it back.
When you were writing Dreamsicle, do you write it mainly on guitar?
Yeah, that one was guitar. And then it just depends on the day. Yeah, I'm like, Dreamsicle was very acoustic based. I wrote that one by myself.
Do you have a favorite guitar that you write songs on? Is there like one where you go, this one gives me all my songs?
I mean, yeah, there's a Gibson Hummingbird my parents gave me when I was 18. So that one just has so much like dust and air and life in it from all the years I've put into it. So it just sounds better to me.
Are you a really good guitar player? Would you classify yourself as a great guitar player?
No. Like just enough to write to. I can do that.
So you mean just enough to? Do you just write with the basic chords in mind? That's you as a guitar player. Did you ever take lessons?
I did when I was a kid, but I felt like I just hated lessons. But then also I felt like it was being too like oriented with the guitar was also affecting my ability to focus on vocals and melody building and lyric building. So I was like, if I just stick, I mean, maybe that could also be laziness talking, let's be real. But I love writing on acoustic. Occasionally for vibe, I've got like an electric at home and an amp just to like, verb out. But I think, yeah, for the most part, I'm an acoustic gal. That's my wheelhouse. But I think, yeah, if I got to be a better guitar player, I don't know if it would hinder my ability to hear melody or help it. So yeah,
I would think it would improve it because the more you know on the guitar, the more options you have for your writing.
All right,
I
Howard,
would think.
I'll get back into it.
I want you to take some guitar lessons. No, I mean, listen, obviously whatever you're doing, don't fuck with it because it's perfect. But
hey, you can always grow. I'll take your advice. I'll dive back in.
Do you play an instrument every day? Is that part of your life where you'll sit down and say, I have to play my instrument and see what comes out of me?
I sing every day.
Sing every day.
But that's like, I can't stop. But it's where most of my ideas come from is just keeping that like faucet running. And yeah, so I definitely sing every day. I don't know if I pick up a guitar every day, but I can't not go a day without singing.
Does it drive you crazy? Like trying to catalog all your thoughts? In other words, you start singing something, you go, oh, that might be something. And you got to record it. And then you got to file it somewhere, right? I mean, it's a lot of like, wow, I got to hold on to every idea.
I mean, I'm so used to the way I work now. It's not crazy annoying. It's probably annoying to, people I've lived with. Just being like, oh my God, shut up. But like my younger sister is just like, she's had to grow up in a house of that, of just like, can't stop her, can't shut her up.
Right. Like, and you want to shut down the whole room and say, listen, there's something in my head right now. I got to get it out.
Yeah.
And you're interrupting me.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Sorry. I think I'm going to die doing that.
Howard Stern.
I did want to just say a few words about Robert Redford because, for a guy that good looking, he had tremendous motivation. When you see people who are that good looking, especially guys, what they usually do is just live off a woman. They find a wealthy woman and live off her. Robert Redford was a tremendously motivated man for such a good looking guy. So I admired him.
He really loved acting so much that he wouldn't take roles, as a romantic lead. He did a few of those movies, but after a certain point, it was like, these movies have to say something. They have to move people. I'm not going to just be some matinee idol.
Yeah. That's when you know you're good looking. When you can sit and tell Hollywood what type of movies you want to make. Like if I was an actor, it'd be like, whatever piece of shit you can put me in, please. Like I realize I'm lucky to be in a movie. I don't know. But Robert Redford was so handsome. He was 89 years old. Of course, he had the perfect death. This guy had the perfect life and the perfect death. He died in his sleep at 89 years old.
That's what I heard, yeah.
Yeah, I should only be so lucky. No cause of death was given. Reportedly died in his sleep in his beloved cabin in the mountains, surrounded by loved ones.
He's like you. He didn't want to be in a city either.
No, smart guy. But I mean, a really active guy. Developed this Sundance. Didn't he develop Sundance Film Festival?
Sundance Film Festival, yeah.
Yeah, which was a noble cause. Yeah. I don't want to see any of those films, but I admired his attitude toward them and wanting to push really boring films. His dream was to make you watch boring films at the Sundance Film
films
Festival.
that had substance, yes.
Exactly. Boring.
And they weren't blowing up things every 2 seconds.
I mean, you can't talk to me about films of substance because I'm busy watching, good Lord, I love it so much. The Summer I Turned Pretty on, I think it's on Amazon. So good. In fact, the guys were telling me, I'll get back to Robert Redford in a second, but The Summer I Turned Pretty, the guys were asking me about it. They said that on the internet, there's a whole bunch of The Summer I Turned Pretty questions. And women.
Question.
Well, the show is watched by girls under like the age of 25 and me. I love it so much. It's about this girl, Belly. Her name's Isabel, but they call her Belly. And Belly is a cute girl, don't get me wrong. But these two incredibly Robert Redford good-looking guys can't get enough of her. They want to fuck her. They just want to be her. And they're brothers, and they're fighting over her. It's every girl's fantasy. Two of the hottest guys on the planet who are brothers are fighting over you. And you know what? You're not Angelina Jolie. It gives every woman hope. It's like if I could have watched a show about some ugly douchebag who's a zero when two sisters are fighting over him, I would have been all in. But anyway, on this show on the internet, Summer I Turned Pretty, the series finale of the summer. Oh, it dropped last night. I haven't seen please, no spoilers. I will not take any calls about this. But the guys collected some of the best reactions to here's questions. Okay, here it is. The fans want to know my thoughts. Are you Team Conrad or Team Jeremiah? I'll tell you how deep I get into this. I am Team Conrad. Jeremiah is better looking. Jeremiah is better looking, but I feel like Conrad is more sensitive and really has a deeper love and appreciation for Belly, and it would be great. For some reason, I want to see them together. Should Conrad tell Belly how he feels even though she's marrying his brother? Yes. Should Belly date more people than these two brothers? Yes. She's too young to just be dating the two brothers. Were Belly and Jeremiah on a break when he had sex in Cabo? Yes. They were technically on a break. They had broken up.
So he hasn't cheated on her?
But not technically. That's right. Do you think Laurel, Belly's mom, and Susanna, Jeremiah's mom, were secret lesbian lovers? Absolutely not. They are 100% heterosexual. This is what I mean. I'm way into this.
Why is that even a question?
I've never thought that for a minute. Yeah. Anyway, the Sundance Film Festival would be the last thing on my list to go to if I'm into this shit. And I'm watching a show now on Netflix called the Walter Boys. My Life with the Walter Boys. It's about, again, an average-looking girl, and two good-looking brothers are fighting over her like tooth and nail. Like they're punching each other out. They want her so bad, And you're like, dude, you were so handsome. I'm pretty sure there's other girls you could be with. They want her. Jackie is her name. And I watch this like it's, I study it like it's the Torah. It's unbelievable. I love the show, Robin. So how could I appreciate the Sundance Film Festival and the work Robert Redford did to bring quality films to audiences?
Yeah, and it wasn't even that easy to get to. It was
right
out west somewhere.
I won't even go to a movie theater
in Los Angeles, right?
I won't go to a movie theater 10 minutes from my house, let alone go out fucking somewhere in the Midwest and watch boring films. They even have a whole TV channel, the Sundance. I never watched that either. The whole channel I wouldn't even put on.
They play the movies that you'd see at the Sundance Film Festival.
Yeah, no, that ain't the Summer I Turned Pretty. I'll tell you that. Robert Redford was so good looking and had such a perfect life that he literally died in his sleep. He did it right. He was handsome as could be. He was the lead in All the President's Men, great movie. The Sting, great movie. Indecent Proposal, great movie. The Natural, great movie. Breakthrough Role, great movie with Paul Newman, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Fucking great movie. Listen to this. Robert Redford was almost cast in The Godfather. Can you imagine? No.
As what?
Didn't matter. As the good-looking guy. I guess one of the brothers, you know. Certainly not Fredo. I don't think Fredo would look like that. I remember when Barbra Streisand was on the show, the great Barbra Streisand. I mean, she waxed poetic about Robert Redford, how she had to have him in the movie. Like, she wouldn't have made that movie if Robert Redford wasn't in it.
Yeah.
She said, my character, she even said, my character wanted to just touch his hair. He was so perfect. And she goes, and I wanted to touch his hair. You know, like
right, that wasn't your character. That was you, Barb.
Yeah, she claimed it was her character.
Well, I was reading yesterday that Jane Fonda made 5 films with him.
Right.
And she fell in love with him every time.
Absolutely, she did. Of course she did. And she was the hottest thing on the planet.
And he was married. He didn't give her the time of day.
Wow. What a strong man. I would have fucked her silly. Not on what I would have done to Jane Fonda. Well, I guess I wouldn't fuck her silly. I don't think I've ever fucked anyone silly in my life.
You would have
They
tried.
fucked me silly. Yeah, I tried. Believe me, I did. I did the best of what I had. I'd fuck people, no silly came out of them.
And then I was also reading about his current wife. You know, she was only like wife number 2. It wasn't like he was married and divorced and married and divorced.
Interesting.
And she didn't know anything about him. And that's what attracted him.
Oh, like Yoko with John Lennon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Who are you? She didn't know Robert. Robert Redford was the biggest movie fucking star on the planet. She didn't know who he was. All right. Gotcha. All right, I'll buy it.
I was reading that and I said, there's no way. He was just fascinated that she didn't know. Had never seen one of his movies.
I've never seen All the President's Men, The Sting, Indecent Proposal, and The Natural. Were you in any of those? Hey, good for her. I mean, hey, maybe that's true. I'm having a hard time buying it, but who am I? Anyway.
I think she's from Europe somewhere. I think she was Greek or something.
Imagine being so good looking that you're like, yeah, I guess I could fuck Jane Fonda. But I'll just be faithful. That's good looking. That's another level of good looking. We once had a woman.
So tired of people making a big deal about his looks. He wanted to prove that he actually had talent.
Yeah. That was his big thing in life.
Directing. He started directing so that he could show people, look, I can make movies without being in them.
Yeah, imagine the opposite of my life. He had to prove to people that he could do things because he was so good looking. Like, who cares? If I was that good looking, I'd be like, fuck you. You don't think I'm talented? That's your business. He had to prove something. I mean, come on.
And he even directed his future with Brad Pitt. A River Runs Through It.
Right. What a horrible cross to bear. Being so good looking, too good looking, where you have to convince people that you're not a himbo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. Oh, if I had his looks. Probably has a big cock, too. What a life.
Well, he didn't seem to appreciate what came with all that beauty.
I appreciate it.
It was wasted on him.
Hey, what a waste. I would have fucked Jane Fonda. I know that. I don't care how many wives I had. I'm a faithful man, but I don't know, man. Jane Fonda 5 times fell in love with him and he couldn't fuck her. Man, that's good looking. My favorite, one more thing. Robert Redford, my favorite thing was we were on the air one time and a woman called in and claimed Robert Redford was trying to have her killed. You remember this? I still remember this phone call. Back in the day in the 90s somewhere when we were on K-Rock. She also claimed that she and Neil Diamond were in love, and she was communicating with him through his songs, that they were having a dialogue.
Oh,
one of my favorite. I don't know what happened to her. She was one of my favorite callers. Here she is.
It's very difficult for me to state what I'm going to state because I have no substantial evidence.
All right, go ahead.
It's very complicated. I found out that I'm going to be murdered by actor Robert Redford and Robert Urich.
Those two are mass murderers?
Well, no, they're spree killers.
All right. Robert Redford wants to be president of the United States next year. He wants my husband and I murdered because and he still doesn't even know her, but he cared about her since she was 17. She's 24 now. It's my daughter. He wants her to be first lady and get us out of the way.
This is making a lot of sense to me.
All right, now wait a second.
I'm doing the best I can.
Maria, you are saying the following. Robert Redford wants to be president.
Yes.
Okay.
If he wants me out of the picture because he wants Joy he's going to marry Joy. An English actress told me in tabloids that her younger sister, Jackie, was raped.
All right, now who is Joy?
Joy is my daughter.
All right. Have you ever been institutionalized?
Oh, yes, I have, but it's mental breakdown, but not something like this.
Okay.
Yeah. A lucky guess on my part.
Yeah. I don't know how you came up with that.
You know, the other voice was Richard Belzer. He was in the studio that day. The great
Is
Richard
that
Belzer.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, the bells.
Rest in peace, the bells. He bought it. He bought the whole thing. He said, yes, this makes perfect
well,
sense.
you know,
you
he
heard
was
him.
into all kinds of conspiracy theories.
He was. He thought John F. Kennedy had been killed by multiple people. So, you know, that was his bag. The bells. Yeah, she was one of my favorite callers, but sadly never heard from her again. What else? Anything about Robert Redford? Nah, I mean, listen, what a blessed life. Bobby Redford. Never met the man. I've met a lot of famous people, but I've never met Robert Redford.
Well, he was not, one of the, again, he didn't go out to premieres. He eschewed all of the things that go along with being that famous and that beautiful.
Yeah, he eschewed it for sure. Like me.
Are you ready for it?
Go, go, go! How about them Chiefs?
Are you ready for it?
1, 2, 3.
Hit 'em with the
Are you ready for it?
Howard 100.
Warren, you're on the air. North Carolina. What up?
Hey now, Howard. So
Hey now.
I listen to the show every day, and I think I have picked up on 3 signs of the apocalypse coming. So Gary has good teeth.
Yes.
High pitch Eric has a low voice,
Yes.
and now Sal is smart.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, yeah, I'm a little concerned.
Interesting theory. You might be right.
These are things that could never happen, right? And
yeah,
they
the end of
happen.
days. Yeah, it's the end of days. Wow. Who knows what's going to happen next? How about Richard starts showering every day and brushing his teeth? Whoa. That'd be weird. We'll see. Who knows? End of day. Yeah. All of a sudden, Fred will be a great conversationalist. What the hell could be next? He's right. Baba Booey has a decent set of choppers. I still think they made him a little too white, for my money, if I may be critical.
Well, they match. It's not like he's got, there are some people who get the front part of the teeth lightened and then the rest of the teeth are not so bright. And when they smile, then you see the discolored ones behind the veneers. His are evenly matched.
Yeah. But it is a miracle. I mean, he had the gummiest, he had these rotting, you'd see his gums and you'd even see dark spots on his gums, like a Dalmatian.
Right.
And he now, when he smiles, you do not see his gums.
No gum.
And this dentist that he went to, I got to give it to him. The guy's a genius. What he did for Gary's mouth is just, to me, I don't think the technology existed 5 years ago.
I wonder if he's, does he paint? Does he sculpt? What kind of artist is he?
He's the Michelangelo of dentists. I mean, it's crazy. You do not see his gums when he smiles. Good for you, Gary. I'm so happy for you. I mean, it's a miracle.
It is
I'm telling
funny.
you, it's a miracle.
It is funny because I think the last time I had something done to my teeth was either like the middle to late 80s or maybe even the early 90s. And he did say when I was getting it done that the technology is better, just the stuff that they're using to make the teeth and what they can do with it is better. So I was due for an upgrade, like a wedding ring.
You know, I used to marvel at the Panama Canal, but compared to your teeth, this is unbelievable. You know, Gary once told me, and I'm not saying anything out of school, he once told me that most of his friends are dentists.
Yeah.
Oh,
and no.
Are
I
you
mean,
serious?
Gary, am I lying?
When I moved up to Connecticut, when I grew up in the on Long Island, and I lived in the city, I never met a dentist in my life except the one I went to. When I moved up to Connecticut, I have at least 4 close friends who are dentists.
Listen. Wow. I never wanted to say anything before, but now that your teeth, these dentists, they knew it. They took a look at Gary and said, I got to get close to this guy because there's a fortune in this mouth.
There's always going to be something wrong there.
Yeah. I mean, this is the kind of patient we like, a repeat customer.
This is permanent employment.
Yeah. He goes, just look at those choppers. Like just to get those things in line, you're talking about probably millions of dollars in expense just to get those teeth. So they knew what they were doing. There was no coincidence that every friend Gary had was a dentist.
Yeah, but I only went to one.
But he chose one, and this guy went to work on him.
I did have a guy who was wooing me, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen,
no doubt.
These guys have a mortgage too. I remember I met a friend of Gary's. The guy was a dentist. He says, listen, that mouth will put my kids through college. This guy had 7 children. They knew what they were doing. They knew. Well, this guy, I mean, he was not afraid to go in there, and man, Gary's gums, you do not see them.
Well, what a brave man, because there's no guarantee, right, that it'll work out.
Oh, I had a huge bet that this wouldn't work out, and I lost a ton of money.
He told me that he put extra thought into this specifically. He does a lot of people, but he did say he put a lot of thought into this.
There was a dentist years ago, I'm talking about back in the 80s, that was working on Gary, and I see this guy driving around on a yacht.
Oh.
And he says, that mouth bought me this yacht.
I'm retired now.
Yeah. It was unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. He was taking the boat to a casino. He said, I have so much extra money, I'm going to go make more money over at the casino. There was a dentist in this, I guess this was the 90s, that he said, that mouth put a pool in my backyard, an in-ground pool. Those things can cost up to $100,000. I'll never forget that mouth put a pool in my backyard.
You can take a tour of dentists' homes and see what Gary added.
One of Gary's dentists was on Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous back in the 70s or 80s, whenever that show was on. He was on with Robin Leach. It's unbelievable. This gentleman became very wealthy working on the mouth of Gary Dell'Abate exclusively. There was who is this? Oh, my God. It's Gary Audiobook. Hey, Gary.
Oh.
My mom had taken the antibiotic tetracycline when she was pregnant with me. Turns out doctors later learned that a common side effect for pregnant women who take the drug is that it can permanently stain their kids' teeth. No joke. My entire life, I had teeth that were stained in a strange, asymmetrical pattern. Kids made fun of me for it. They were merciless. Most of what I remember about 5th grade is being picked on for having a mouthful of yellow teeth. I asked
5th grade? What about me at NBC?
Who even knew what that meant at that age? And she turned me down because of my banana-colored chompers.
Oh,
I was crushed and told my mom about it, which you might think was a stupid move. But in moments like that, my mom was at her best. She was absolutely convinced the girl was an idiot. You are the most handsome boy in that school, she told me. That is her problem, not yours. I was thinking, Ma, I got a mirror. I know that's not true. But if your mom isn't your biggest fan, then you're kind of fucked.
Mom, I got a mirror. Fred, wake up. Every time I play that Gary audiobook, Fred falls asleep. Wake up, Fred! Good for you, Gary. I'm proud of you, the way you got your teeth all fixed. They look beautiful. You look good, man. When you smile, you light up the room, honestly. God bless you. Well, there you have it. Gary's success story. He looks terrific. If you get a chance to see him, you'll see what I mean, Robin. Everyone should see Gary. Those teeth might be on tour very soon, coming to a theater near you.
You know, I must say that, even when Gary didn't have the most beautiful teeth, it never stopped him from smiling. You know how sometimes
that's right.
When people's teeth aren't that great, they don't smile. But Gary always had a smile on his face.
No matter how much we ridiculed him, we couldn't wipe that smile off his face. It's amazing, Robin. That challenge, we just could not. We could never win that one. Impossible.
Now he smiles proudly.
He sure does.
Howard 100.
Richard is a legend. I got to play a thing later in the show. There's some disc jockey there at Tradio started crying when he heard Richard was on the phone. He goes, "This is the greatest honor of my life." He goes, I've been listening. I got to play this for you. It's the greatest thing ever. Here's the guy. Listen to this guy. The guy realizes it's Richard, and I think he was crying. He was so excited that Richard called Tradio. Of course, we couldn't use this as a phony phone call because the guy just wouldn't, Richard keeps going, "I'm not Richard Christie." But anyway, here you go.
Good morning, Rusty. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me. And yeah, you just had mentioned the Bud Light controversy.
Do you know what an absolute honor this is? I have officially arrived. Don't cuss. I'm sorry I'm ruining your bit, but know who you are, and I consider it a great honor that we made the list.
Well, I'm just Rusty in Newport. I don't know who you think.
I know, but how you did it beautifully. I am honored. You were one of my heroes. I actually told Jake, my producer, a story about you and how you got into radio. Here's a little shout out to you with
peace and love. Peace and love.
Well, thank you. Peace and love back at you.
All right. See you later, buddy.
All right. Take care. Bye.
Bye. We just made radio history. We are on the radar screen of the king of all media, Howard Stern. That was awesome.
Wow. That guy really digs you.
He shut you down.
Oh, he did.
That's the way to do. That's the way to get rid of us. I mean, we'll run for the hills if you start complimenting us.
I had nowhere to go. I was like, okay, I guess I'm not pranking this guy.
I don't know who you're talking about. Who's Richard Christie? I don't know him.
It's
Rusty.
funny. That's edited way down. I think I ended up talking to the guy for a long time. We had a great conversation.
Oh, my God. Like he interviewed you. He wanted to know about your phony phone call career.
Yeah, super nice guy.
Yeah.
By
the way, that's happened before. There is a history of Richard being recognized.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. It all didn't go as well as that, but.
It's Tradio. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Oh, boy. I know who this is. Hey,
who's this?
It's Richard Christie. How you doing, Richard? We can't have you on, buddy. It's my first day. Cut me some slack, okay? Love.
Who's this Richard character?
Yeah,
hello?
Richard, love the Howard Stern show, but I can't have you on, brother. I can't believe you called me on my very first day doing mornings. All right? Have a good one.
My grandson's a big fan.
I know. Gotta go, Richard. Oh, boy. See, if they start talking in a loop and calling in a loop, I may have to go to commercial break and stuff. But Richard and Sal from the Howard Stern Show like to call radio stations all over the country when they're doing their features and call in. So they may block all the lines. I may have to deal with that today.
Lest anybody think our idiotic jobs are easy, this is the kind of difficulties, the landmines that we encounter as radio performers.
Look at what people are doing to keep Richard and Sal away.
Oh, yeah. Richard and Sal pranked this Tradio host years earlier. He was ready when Richard finally called back into the show. So here you go.
Good morning, caller. You're on Tradio.
Morning. I got some newspapers, copies of the Morning Herald.
Dude, I've been waiting.
Morning
I've been waiting years for you to call back, dude.
For who to call back?
Richard, come on, dude.
Oh, who's this Richard character?
Yes, dude. I've been waiting so long for you to, dude. I've been a fan of yours, man. Serious, dude. Dude, this has to be tough. How much of a success rate do you have now doing the whole swap shop thing?
I've been on with you a while this morning, so I'd say it's doing pretty good.
I appreciate it, man. Hey, man, will you give Howard my best? And if I don't know if Sal wants to call in too, that'd be cool too, man.
I'll let him know, whoever this Sal character is.
I know, man.
If he's not busy this morning.
Oh, you know who he is? He's a horse-toothed jackass.
More buying, selling, and trading on the way on Tradio.
Unfortunately, Richard does only one voice. So, like, hey, this is Rusty. Hey,
I do an old lady too, Ethel.
Yeah,
my
you do the old
grandson.
lady.
They all sound the same.
Yeah, you're right.
Ah.
I do the flu. Hello. That's a little different.
Guys waiting for Sal to call in. Not everybody, by the way.
You guys are getting too well known. One of
I
these
know.
days,
If
you're
you go
going
on
to have to stop.
If you Google Tradio, we're on the Tradio Wikipedia page. There's a section about Sal and I. How we mess with him.
What's that other character you do? You do the worst British accent. The Simon Buckingham.
Hello. Simon Buckingham. I used to call Eric the actor from England. I'm having tea and crumpets, Eric. Come on over and visit us.
Yeah, and Eric would go, Richard, I know this is you.
I don't know a Richard. This is Simon Buckingham.
By the way, when the boys get recognized, it doesn't always go well.
Let's grab another call, and then we're going to read some emails. Hi there, Swap and Shop. Can I help you?
Good morning, Swap and Shop.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, go ahead. This is Swap and Shop.
Yes, go ahead.
Right, go ahead. Swap and Shop.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Hello, Swap and Shop.
Hi, Swap and Shop.
Yes, can I help you?
Hi, how can I help you?
Hi there, Swap and Shop. Can I help you?
Hello there, Swap and Shop.
Hi, you guys again. Richard, Sal, how you doing?
Well, who's those guys?
Listen, I know you guys at Satellite Radio are having a tough time these days.
Well, I have.
So listen, thanks a lot for calling, Sal or Richard, whichever one you are.
You reach Swap and Shop.
Bye-bye. Hi there, Swap and Shop. Can I help you?
Hello there, Swap and Shop. Can I help you?
You guys again. You see, I just had either Richard or Sal. Now I've got the other Richard or Sal on the line.
Oh, there's the Rusty. I don't know those names, but I'd like to welcome you to Swap and Shop.
Well, thanks a lot for your help. And once again, it's nice helping out you guys in satellite radio because, satellite radio is really going down the tube. So remember, real radio still exists. Thanks, guys.
Guy would give his left nut to be on satellite radio. Please. Please.
Sirius should start a Tradio channel.
No, they shouldn't. They don't need to bleed those dollars. It's radio channel. Hey, how's the
Know
Metallica?
that was happening out there. That's great.
Yeah. How's the Metallica channel doing? You listen to it all the time, right?
It's awesome. Oh, it's so great. I was listening last night. Yeah, it's great. They play a lot of stuff that influence them, like Deep Purple. Lars is like a massive Deep Purple fan. A lot of cool live stuff too. Like they played One live from Germany the other day. Lars sounded incredible on it. The show that we went to, they aired like on your channel and also on the Metallica channel. And man, Lars's drums are pummeling at that show. It was so great.
Yeah, he was great.
The channel's awesome. 42 channel, Maximum Metallica.
Yep, Maximum Metallica. We always give a shout out to those boys. Those are some real musicians. Man, were they good that night or day?
Oh, so
actually.
Good.
Yeah.
Afternoon.
It was interesting. There was this guy I was reading about yesterday, and it was he was asked who was better, Megadeth or Metallica, and he had played with Megadeth, and he said, "I'm sorry," to the guys in Megadeth. He said, "Metallica had a real singer." And I thought that was so great that he even played with me. He said, "I love you, but it's Metallica."
Well, Dave Mustaine from Megadeth came from Metallica. He got kicked out, and then they brought in Kirk.
All I know is that Metallica concert, if you haven't heard it, you should check out the Maximum Metallica channel, channel 30, what?
42.
Oh, 42. And it was a perfect concert, except for I can still hear Richard screaming through it. It's still
That's
ringing
one
in
thing that you can't get out of your head.
God!
Oh, my God.
I was loving it, Howard. Thank you again.
You're welcome. Anyway.
But never
where was I?
go to the same concert with Richard again.
Well, I stayed far from Howard. I knew.
I heard you.
He can still hear you.
I know.
You ruined it for everyone.
Voices carry, as they say.
Yeah.
The Howard Stern Show. No Shoes Radio is celebrating 10 years on SiriusXM with an intimate concert by Kenny Chesney. Live from the Floribama in Perdido Key, Florida. Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific.
No Shoes Radio.
Channel 59 and in the SiriusXM app.
Tired of the same old game night? Switch things up with Chumba Casino. Play over 200 free online social casino games. From classic slots and blackjack to exclusive in-house favorites you won't find anywhere else. However long you got, you can play your way, anytime, anywhere. Make your next chill night a little more fun with Chumba Casino. Only available in permitted states. No purchase necessary. See terms and conditions for details. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21+.
In today's fast-moving job market, staying ahead means keeping your skills sharp. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we help keep your capabilities cutting edge with our skills-based education programs designed to move your career forward. Explore more than 135 degrees and certificates in business, cybersecurity, and more. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
In a world in need of a hero, one man rises to the challenge in style. He is...
just driving the kids to soccer practice.
Make every day feel epic in the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid with up to an EPA-estimated 619 miles of range on select trims, advanced tech, and class-leading interior space. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
And hey, come on, no cleats on the seats.
April is CBD Awareness Month, and CB Distillery is celebrating with one of their biggest sales of the entire year. For a limited time, you can save up to 60% on everything when you use code SALE. This is their deepest discount, so it's the perfect time to stock up or finally give CBD a try. Whether you're looking for better sleep, less stress, mood and focus support, or relief after workouts, CB Distillery has clean, plant-based solutions for you. This is premium quality CBD. Nothing artificial, no fillers, just clean, plant-based solutions that work. And with over 2 million happy customers, CB Distillery is the source to trust. So if you've been tossing and turning at night, would enjoy a little more calm, or just want a more natural way to support your body, now's the time to try CBD from CB Distillery. Don't miss CB Distillery's biggest sale of the year. Save up to 60% site-wide with code SALE. Head to cbdistillery.com and enter code SALE. That's cbdistillery.com, code SALE. Specific product availability depends on individual state regulations. These statements have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hello, you. Hello, you. What not to say at a job interview with the Stern Show's Sal Governale.
Have you specifically done anything that would make them think that you're a pervert?
There's a lot of pornography that's been discussed on the show, and I've discussed in the past. I've liked, it's called piss porn, you know, it's popular in Germany, and I mean, to me, it's not that big of a deal, you know, it's like something that I liked.
Oh my.
The Howard Stern Show.
The Howard Stern Show pays tribute